come get some. Can I get a hell yeah?
Yes, I am a pirate.
You have to go with the pirates because, of course, they have cannons and everything.
It's a pirate's life for me.
Be proud of who you are and what you are. You're pirate.
It is a first down. Pirates.
Because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. When you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it.
I think I've ever been in a building as loud as that was. It was deafening in there.
You live with Omaha? I can promise you that. And it's purple all night long in Eastern North Carolina.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
Yeah. My heart is purple and gold. I'm a pirate down of my soul. And I don't back down, not at all. Find out when the cannons explode.
All right, welcome into a freezing rain edition of the Sports Objective on a TSO Sunday night. Ladies and gentlemen, our staff meteorologist, he is AMS certified, and that is Kyle from LaGrange Barber. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good. All right. You know what? Right now it's 30 degrees. We're getting freezing rain in LaGrange. We've had, little ice on the ground all day. We've had, fog, kind of ice in it. But they claim it's going to be 40 degrees by about 5 a.m. and no school delays or closed. My work's not delayed or closed. So if this warm air doesn't move in overnight, they're going to be scrambling in the morning to make changes. We just had our power flicker here. So that's another thing, if this freezing rain continues heavy over the next couple hours before the temperature gets above, when you start having power outages. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think people jump the gun. I know Wayne, we live right on the wing. We live in Greene County, right on the Greene-Wayne-Lenoir line. Greene's got a 2-hour delay. Wayne County's closed and Lenoir County's open. Literally, so you can, whatever direction you want to go right here, you either, depending on where you live, on which side of the line, you got a 2-hour delay, you're closed in Wayne County. And the reason for that is the west side of Wayne County borders Johnston County, and it got pretty bad over in Johnston County. And but it's just funny, like right here in this triangle, it's 3 different things depending on which school system you happen to live in.
Yeah, and Stevie, how are things up in Lasker, Commissioner Fly? How are you?
I'm here. Apparently nobody gave out my address because I haven't seen anybody come up in the yard to try to steal my lottery money from that I apparently won the other night I didn't know about. But it looks like we're getting rain right now. So just rain. But yeah, it's been.
You're getting freezing rain, Stevie. If it's below freezing, it's freezing rain.
Well, doesn't look like freezing rain.
No, I've had to explain this to 100,000 people. Freezing rain is rain. It's just plain old rain. The surface temperature is below freezing. So it freezes on contact. That's why they call it freezing rain. It's just, but when it falls from the sky, it's just regular old rain. It turns to ice as it sticks to things. I thought everybody knew this. It amazes. I'm not picking on you, Stevie. I've had to explain this to 4 different. I've had to explain this to 4 different people in the last day, and I don't understand how people don't know this. I thought it was like one of those things you knew, just like anything, just like breathing air. But I guess not. I guess not everybody's grew up as a weather nerd like I did.
JR, you weren't listening. Tell him to make it 5. He's got to explain it again.
JR knows. I know JR knows. If JR doesn't know, I'll be shocked.
It's been an up, and I've been up most of the night. I did about every hour looking to see what's going on outside. But I think we had snow, we had sleet, freezing rain, regular rain, then back to freezing rain and sleet. Now, according to
if it's below 32,
Greg Fishel Jr. over here.
If it's below 32 degrees, it is freezing rain.
How do you know? You don't know what the temperature is here.
Well, it's 30 here, so I figure.
You figured. You assumed, right?
Alexa, what's the temperature in Lasker, North Carolina?
26.
Yeah, then that's freezing rain.
You
Alexa,
assume.
stop. No, it's 26. That means it's freezing rain.
I know, but I'm just playing with you, boy.
At this
You
point,
know,
I'm not sure.
I think
Robbie, please help me.
somebody's a grouch tonight.
No,
Jeez.
it's one of those things that I literally almost got an argument with my sister over it.
I'm not your sister. I'm not arguing.
Well, you're damn right you're not my sister.
That would be really strange.
Oh, I know I'm not your sister. I'm not going to argue about it. I'm not.
Well,
arguing.
you better not. I'll come.
I will if I want to. Now
I'll get on my. Look,
I'll come buy your ass.
You saw my ice skates and my hockey gear.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm so intimidated.
I'll get in my ice skates and I'll skate my way all the way to fucking Alaska with my hockey.
The glasses.
Wait a minute.
The glasses too up there would really kill me.
I had to make it accurate.
I mean, I've never seen an ice hockey guy playing with those kind of glasses.
With Oakley's on?
With Oakley's on. With Oakley's on,
baby.
That's going to be the new thing, though. Oh, have you guys heard any thunder yet?
No.
Thunder ice.
There could be some thunder coming, they said.
Thunder ice.
Up in Northampton, not down here. I don't know.
Everywhere. Coming through on this storm.
Yeah, because the warm air is it's gonna be heavy, and then the warm air is gonna start infiltrating, and you could get thunder ice.
Yeah, it's some weird weather out there. Earlier, I think it was like 10, maybe 11 a.m. It was 26 in Greenville, and I was watching the local weather, and they had the map with the temps, and Hatteras was 61.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that warm air that's supposed to be infiltrating that they're counting on.
I thought about taking a drive, but I elected to stay here because we got a show to do tonight. But otherwise, I'd have probably
dedication there, JR.
But I did hightail it out of Virginia because I thought we were going to get hammered. I think we got about 10 inches, but.
So officially from JR, 10 inches is not getting hammered to him. He needs at least 15 before he'll consider getting it.
Well, we have plows up there. We treat roads. I got a snow blower. You know, down here I have a plastic shovel. And
come on, man! It's Virginia. It's 10 inches of snow in Virginia. It's not Connecticut. Everything's going to be shut down. It's freaking 10 inches of snow. Are you kidding me? They're going to shut in Haymarket area. Everything will be shut down tomorrow and Tuesday too.
No, business as usual.
No bullshit.
Oh, I never cussed on the air. No, I never did that.
I never said that. What I said was I'm never racist on the air.
No, that's anyway. We've got a show to do, so let's get to it. If you want to put it how everything is at your area. How's the weather? So we put that out there in the chat. So let us know about that. What's up, John White? He said, cue up the song. It's Raining Men. So
what?
He did. Hold on. Let me put it up. I'm trying to get to it.
Did somebody say something about getting fired up, Kyle?
It's Raining Men.
I'm going to get fired up for long. You're getting sleet. See, I'm literally 10 minutes from him, and it's freezing rain here in the sleet where he is. This weather is just insane.
Sleet in the New Hope Sulston area.
Yep.
I'm amazed how many little towns or little crossroads there are right there near you guys.
I didn't know that the triangle was down there in Jason and LaGrange. I thought it was Raleigh, Durham.
Well, actually, so you go New Hope, then Parkstown, and then Jason.
Okay, I didn't know. I learned something.
And Stevie, he's got Mayberry there too. You're in the wrong area.
There's a Mayberry there.
Mayberry.
Lasker is Mayberry.
Oh, so we're okay.
Lasker is Mayberry. I'm telling you.
Actually, Mayberry is a little bitty crossroads in Virginia, kind of in between.
Now, Kyle, we need to head over to Mount Pilot and get some Chinese food tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll eat at Aunt B's Chinese restaurant. We'll get Thelma Lou and Juanita and.
But then we can get headed off.
We'll leave Thelma Lou and Juanita at home. We're going to Mount Pilot. We eat with the fun girls.
I was getting ready to say the
Oh,
fun girls
man.
are going to head us off. Hey, Bernie.
No, you got them mixed up. The one that
Oh, yeah,
the one that
other
like
girl,
Andy
the
would
one
be
that talk like,
hello doll,
the
and then
one
the
that
other
talks
one would be
like,
like Bunny.
the one that talks like Louise Jefferson is the one that's after Andy.
Andy, hello doll.
Hello, darling.
I just saw that recently, that episode.
Mom,
They're on multiple episodes.
You
My
know, but I mean, that
mom,
particular one is probably the last one I watched. It was a good one. I think my favorite one is when Otis poisons the water with his hooch.
Oh, with the moonshine and
with the
Barney gets
moonshine, yeah,
drunk.
Barney
Yes,
gets tore up.
it's fantastic. That's
There's
a
so
very
many
good one.
great Andy Griffith episodes.
Yeah, I don't know which one would be my favorite. I really like. I think it's interesting, Mr. McBeavy. I think Andy's reaction to it's really good acting in that episode where
Yeah, it is.
Opie is, Mr. McBeavy's real, and
Yeah.
Andy can't believe him, and you see a little tease of, is he worried about Opie's mental health in that episode, which is something.
Yeah, and he's just
Yeah, he was
relieved
never
that
so
his son's
glad to
not
see
crazy.
Mr. McBeavy. He
Yes.
was never so glad.
Yes, and they, Aunt B asked him if he whipped him, and Barney said, "Do you believe him?" He said, He said, "No, I don't believe Mr. Believy, but I believe in Opie." And you can tell Andy actually smokes a cigarette in that episode. He's so stressed. It's the only episode I can remember him smoking a cigarette in. And they touch on him being, they don't explicitly say it, but you can tell that's what the thought is. And for that era of TV, it's a really good episode.
Yeah.
And so
Let me
maybe
tell
the
you,
Mr.
well,
McBeavy
good.
episode would be my favorite.
I know this is off subject too, but I saw something on a post on TikTok the other day I'd never seen before. A Flintstones commercial for cigarettes.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've
Him
seen
and
that,
Barney,
yeah.
Barney and Fred are lighting them up.
Barney and Fred watching Betty
He
and
smoked a
Wilma,
cigarette in a few episodes.
Yeah,
cut
he did.
grass,
He did, John.
and they're
Absolutely.
hiding. They're hiding behind the freaking house smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that one. There's also they did the Flintstones was for adults. It was in prime time and it was for adults. And on some of the early episodes, before they realized kids watched it, there was adult themed jokes. There's a clip I'll send you where I can't remember the exact joke, but it was something about your head, like your head on your shoulders, and Barney goes, "What do I need 3 of them for?"
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ronnie Garvin strikes again.
Ronnie Garvin and Barney, they do look similar.
Yeah, they do. All right, let's get to our show. Brendan's got a question.
What? Okay.
How are
We got to do football. Can't we just talk about Andy Griffith? Come on.
I know. We'll rejoin Andy Griffith, but Brennan, that's a good question. I say absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, he's asking about the baseball team.
Yeah, better regular season. Yeah, I'd be shocked. I'd be wholeheartedly shocked, Brandon. We did a little bit of a baseball preview on Thursday night. If you want to go on YouTube, you can find that archive. We'll be covering baseball on Thursdays all throughout the season and on Sunday once the season starts. But yeah, I think we all feel we'll be in a position to host this year, or we should be. I mean, we got to play the games, but I think we have the opportunity to be a not only a regional team but a regional host site. And we got a lot of depth this year. I don't know that this, our starting lineup's the most talented starting lineup we've ever had, but this may be the most depth from top to bottom we've ever had, or at least the most depth we've had in a long time.
Yes, in fact, we're gonna let's see. Help me out, Justin. We're gonna obviously have. He and I talked last night about and I can probably go back to our conversation, but he and I talked about our starting lineup as far as pitching is concerned. Our starting rotation. Yeah, we've got. This is what we have. So I'll give him credit. He and I were talking.
Who are you talking about?
The starting rotation.
No, who were you talking with?
Justin.
Okay.
Got fired up.
Yeah, he'll be back on Thursday night with us. He and I agreed on Norby and Jenkins. Norby being Friday, Jenkins being Saturday, and he threw in. He said if Tadlock is healthy, he likes him for Sunday. That's total speculation on our parts, but this time of year we're trying to guess obviously what the rotation will be. Who knows? But the good news is there's a handful of guys there might be like 6 guys that could be starters. I would say, if off the top of my head. And how do you feel, Johnny, about that?
Well, I didn't hear what the third starter was that Justin
Tadlock.
suggested. Well, Antolik?
Is that
you
what?
saying Brett Antolik? Yeah, I don't know if his health is, but I did hear that Towers is throwing and he's on active. He's just considered. He's out of the injury list. So we got Towers, who could certainly be a starter, and the freshman.
No, he said it's Tadlock.
Yeah, to be honest, I think what it is.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I think what it is, JR, is they're still talking to Andy Griffith and they're meaning to say Matlock.
Okay. Well, okay. So we'll finish baseball on Thursday, right?
Yeah. No, they are saying
Okay.
Tadlock. So Justin,
No,
I'm
there's
not
no
sure who that is
Tadlock.
either, Justin.
I think he's thinking of Antolik.
Antolik, okay.
Who could very well be a starter, and I'm looking for good things from our freshman, Colby Weber. Colby Weber. There's only one B, but it's Weber.
Antolik. Hey, Bubba's here in the comment section.
He said
Bubba, did you get what we were talking about yesterday straight with our friend, or is it still? I don't want to say it on the air. I don't want to start anything, but he knows what I'm talking about. It's not a secret. I'll tell you guys later. I just don't want to say it on the air.
Antolik.
Okay. Hey, let's get back to Andy Griffith. I just got to have a closing statement. I do. My favorite episode was it's got to have Ernest T. Bass in it. It was Hello, Mrs. Wiley.
Thank you. Do you like Saints?
Hello, Mrs. Wiley.
Wiley.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like Malcolm Merriweather. I thought that was one of his favorite episodes.
Malcolm Merriweather is a great episode, and certainly something that's been referenced several times over the years.
Yeah, so
I'm doing my Al Michaels impression, and the Rams punt returner just did a freaking second time he's dropped the ball. He fell down, the ball hits him in his hands, and he fumbles. So Seattle has the ball in the red zone.
What's that, like the 10-yard?
No, okay, but Bubba just answered my question. He has not messaged the person that we were just talking about, so he has not got that straight. So.
Yeah, they're even thinking we may have a midweek guy as a starter, Justin Bud. So I like Towers as well. We have options, and we could this year finally have a guy that goes Tuesday or Wednesday for midweek.
No doubt, that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, it would be. That's something we hadn't had in a couple of years. A true midweek starter, and what that does obviously is it gives you continuity in your rotation, but it also, if you got that guy you trust midweek, it gives you a chance to get those big midweek wins, which are important for RPI. Very important for RPI. These Bucks, exactly, Bubba.
And one play later, Seattle scores a touchdown.
Yeah. I said Seattle and Broncos, so I was wrong, but I think Seattle is going to win. I think I'm right on the nightcap, but we'll see.
Bubba, you want me to explain that on the air? I will if you want me to, but that's your say, brother.
It's got to be a trademark or something.
I'm wearing my D's Bucks hoodie right now.
That's good. That's very good.
I got it from Bubba.
You sure did. You sure did. And you're on the right track. But I don't want to go into detail about it. I don't feel like this person. I'll just, if Bubba says go in detail, I will. If not, I'll leave it alone.
Okay. Didn't we have to give Norby a big chunk of money? I don't know. He says, sure, whatever.
Okay. So if you saw John Smith from 7 City Shop Talk, good dude. He runs a Facebook site. He posted the D's Bucks logo with something yesterday, and that's Bubba's. That's Bubba came up with that. That's his original idea, and so I'm I don't know if John was aware of that or not, John Smith. But if he wasn't, I'm going to guess he wasn't aware that Bubba created that. 'Cause he's a good dude.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if Bubba had contacted him yet, and that's what it was. And John, if you hear this, we're not calling you out by any means. I just was asking Bubba since he was in the comments, and so so the listeners weren't confused as to what we were talking about, but certainly not calling you out, even though it's going to come across that way.
Justin,
Yeah.
we got some incoming freshmen next year making $100,000
for baseball.
Yeah, Colby Weber maybe.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, Kyle, is I agree with you. John Smith is a good dude, and I'm sure he probably didn't realize that. And if he did, he wouldn't try to even like convince you that it's okay. He would just be like, "Oh, I didn't know. I whatever." I just feel like he didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know, and like I say, I wasn't, and Bubba, I was just discussing that with Bubba. Certainly wasn't trying to start anything.
Grady Lanigan, Justin.
I don't think he's going to tell us. He said he can't give out the name of the player, but
And that means I was right, because he would have said no if I was wrong, but he didn't. So there you go.
I don't, I'm gonna guess. Okay, there we go. We just got a well, there you go, Jr. Check your text messages.
Oh yeah.
I bet. I'm gonna guess, knowing Cliff. Unlike Blake, he probably would not like us speculating about what players are making on the air, so I'm not going to.
No, don't do that. We don't
They're
want
making $10.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Well, here's what we do know. We do know that there's 23 guys that will be under full scholarship. Cliff has made that. They've made that public, and then there's going to be the rest of the guys will be. I guess I don't know if they'll be partial scholarships. Some of them obviously will be walk-ons. Johnny and I talked about that, right, Johnny?
Yep, we did indeed.
Hey, somebody asked me earlier in the show, was I glad that Williams, what's his first name? The Miami quarterback that's transferred here.
Emory.
Emory, thank you. If I was glad, relaxed, whatever term you used, that Emory officially signed, yeah, I am. And I'm kind of that kind of guy where I don't. It's not that I didn't trust Blake and the staff that they knew what they were doing. It's that I don't trust these kids, and I didn't know Emory Williams from an Emory board. So it was one of those things where when money's involved, and that seems to be all these kids care about these days, you get in the portal, all of a sudden Duke needs a quarterback, the school needs a quarterback, and suddenly he ain't here. But yes, I am glad he signed with us. I think he's got a big upside. I like that him and Mitch Griffiths, or however you say his last name, Andy Griffith, whatever. You're going to have two guys there with starting experience at the so-called Power 4 level. Emory started 2 games at Miami, big games, Clemson, and then the bowl game, the Pop-Tarts Bowl, which he did not have a good performance in. And then you got 10 starts for Mitch, 9 at Wake Forest, 1. Well, he didn't start the game at Texas Tech this year. He was the backup. He was third string. The backup didn't perform well, and then he went in and played from the second quarter through the rest of it, 142-0. So I think with both those guys competing for the starting job, you feel good about it. One of them coming out of there as a guy we can win with. And I think we'll end up seeing them both. But, yeah. And also another big signing. We got the punter from, was it St. Thomas University?
St. Thomas Tommies, yeah.
They haven't been FCS. They haven't been FCS very long.
2021, they were Division III in 2020. That's a huge.
Wow,
that's
so
a huge
Division
leap.
3 to, yeah, but he was one of the best punters in the FCS this year, so he'll be a weapon for us next year.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to have him myself.
Yeah. Well, I want to get your. By the way, guys, I wanted to get your opinion on this. It's something we were talking about in the pre-show, but I thought it was a good topic. I didn't even think about it. But what are your feelings about? I know I'll go last, but what are your feelings on as far as special teams having a kicker under scholarship and a punter under scholarship?
I wish we'd have got a kicker. I know we've got a couple kickers with experience that but I know one of them was a little injured this year, and maybe that was the reason we went and got the kid. Who was the kid that kicked for us so well this year?
The kid that's not from Maine. He's from
New Hampshire.
He's not from
Rhode
Vermont
Island.
either.
Rhode Island. He's from New England.
Nick Mazie.
Yeah, I was going to say Mossy, but
incredible year. I wish we'd have gone out and got another kicker like that. I really do. Nothing against the kids we have. You asked my opinion on the punter and kicker on scholarship. I think a punter. And I don't. Are we giving this kid from St. Thomas a scholarship? I don't know. or is it an NIL
We
deal?
were
I
talking
kind of
about
doubt
that
it. Maybe
earlier.
he'll earn
We didn't
one.
know.
Yeah, punter. Our lights just flashed again. Punter, maybe, maybe not. Kicker, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I would, guys. I think we're
No.
about to lose power. Our power is flickering on and off like crazy. Kicker, absolutely. I would be aggressive, and I think we were actually. From what Igo said, we looked at some kickers in the portal that ended up signing with Power 4 schools. But yeah, I would spend a lot of money on a kicker. Not only on
Yeah.
scholarship, I would go after a really good one and put them on an NIL
Yeah.
deal because it's a weapon. It's a weapon. If you got a kicker that can make from 50 plus, I mean, you just totally change the dynamic. If you have a mediocre offense, you know, and hopefully we'll have a great offense, but if it's mediocre and you got a great kicker, you give yourself an opportunity to score almost every possession.
Oh man, this is a great football game.
Rams
Well,
come back,
yeah.
score touchdowns, 24-20.
Can I give you a couple stats on our new guy?
Yeah.
Sure.
From St. Thomas. So he played all 3 years there, and he started 35 games, which
Justin
is
just lost power.
oh boy. 42.4 average, but last year he had a 47-yard average and 47.4. And he has a long punt in his career of 72 yards at Drake. That was his freshman season. And he has 28 punts inside the 20-yard line. That's what I like. That's what I love. I hate it when they kick it into the end zone.
Yes.
So I'm already liking this kid. So I'm sure we'll be happy with him, hopefully.
Stevie, scholarship or no scholarships for punter and kicker? I'm not saying I'm not saying everybody on special teams as far as your specialists. I'm just saying one punter, one kicker is that's what I like. So
I wouldn't mind giving one of them a scholarship, but not both of them.
I thought didn't Luke, wasn't he under scholarship or not? The punter, the Aussie.
I thought maybe John Young earned one, but wasn't initially.
If you earn a scholarship, or maybe you're in desperate need of it, we were in need of a punter. I don't know if we're giving the St. Thomas kid a scholarship or not, but he's somebody that what he did on paper, you would certainly consider it. A kicker, yeah, man. Like I said before, I am very bullish on not only giving kicker scholarships, but I'd go after the best one. I couldn't give him an NIL deal personally.
Yeah,
I believe it's that important, to have the punter and the kicker can make you definitely can make you or break you when we talk about extra points. And hey, Stevie, how about in the NFL game today? How many was it? 3 or 4 missed field goals, bro? Today for that first game, I think it was. There was at least 3, but
was there any weather? I didn't watch the game because I forgot it was Sunday.
Yeah, it was amazing. The fourth quarter was like a snowstorm. I
love those games. I love those kind of
games.
Yeah,
you couldn't even see what down. Well, you knew about the down and distance, but you had to about guess of what yard line it was on. But it was a good game. I feel bad for the Broncos, and I was pulling for the Broncos because of Jaquan McMillan. He made a really good play, especially in the first. I think it was the first quarter. But anyway, definitely wanted to see a Pirate win and be in the Super Bowl. And I'm not sure if I don't think there's any.
No.
I don't think.
No.
I think
there's no Pirates left. I don't think.
Yeah. So speaking of Pirates winning, I hear Schwartz is going to ask for all basketball games to be played the weekdays, mid-afternoon from here on out after the win at North Texas Friday. Shocking road win for the Pirates on Friday afternoon. Did not see that coming. So congratulations. And the ladies, more importantly, this season, the ladies keep rolling.
15-6.
Yeah, and blew out UAB the other day. I believe it was UAB they blew out the other day. And so congrats to the ladies. I think we got a good chance to win the conference in women's basketball.
We do. We're I haven't looked up the standings, but I do know we're 15-6. We've won 5 straight, and it was like a 26-point win. I mean,
Yeah, and they're about to go 16-6 because they got Wichita State at home, and they went to Wichita and crushed them earlier in the year. So I don't want to jinx them though. But hey, that Pirate, I will give credit to Schwartz because that was a tough turnaround, playing Wednesday and then having to go to North Texas and play early Friday.
Yeah, not much time.
No, not at all.
But Johnny, you're going to get the win on Wednesday night against Rice.
I predicted that earlier, and I'm going to stick with it now. No reason to not.
Yeah, their defense played much better on Friday afternoon, so we'll see how that goes. But first conference win for Mike Schwartz and company, 6 wins on the year. It's been a really, really long. It felt like a long time between the 5th and 6th win, Johnny.
Yeah. Well, if we do beat Rice, it'll be our second 2-game winning streak of the season.
I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting.
That enthusiasm right there.
Well, Stevie, I was thinking we were only going to have one, so now we're positioning ourselves to get a second one, so that'd be awesome.
All right, Kenny says, JR, can this team win 10?
No.
I say 8. I'm going to go 8 now. I think I said 14, and people thought I was being mean, but I was way ahead.
Right now, we just have to try to get into the conference tournament because, every team does not qualify, so we need to win a couple more.
They were picked last. They picked us last. And we're going dancing.
Oh, that's Kim. That's Kim.
Kim from one day.
Years. Yeah.
Good job, Bubba.
I thought she was. I missed that, Bubba. Sorry, I thought you were talking about men's basketball. Like, we're going dancing.
We're gonna get hot and win the conference tournament.
Right at the door.
What was that, Stevie?
We're dancing right at the door.
Yeah.
I think it would be a victory for us just to win one tournament game, and I hate to even say that. It sounds.
Look, if we ain't gonna do something and make a run, I just do not make the conference tournament. I don't think there needs to be no question. It either needs to be a solidified. He's turned it around. We're looking good for next year, or I want it to be obvious. We're going to be making a change. I don't want none of this in between stuff.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'm hoping we play better coming up the end of. Well, obviously February will be pretty much it. So we'll see how. I remember I'm so old. I remember, guys, the January of '93. We had a start of the CAA, the year that we went to the tournament. We lost 9 conference games. We lost a lot of games in a whole bunch in the month of January. We were one of the first teams to ever have a losing record and ever make the NCAA tournament. We were 4 games under 500 off the top of my head. I think that's right. But we had to, in fact, man, I miss him so much. Jeff Charles, the tournament was in Richmond and at Richmond Coliseum. Jeff Charles used to always just take one, he would always wear a suit. He would take one suit with him. And what happened is they kept winning. It was 8 teams in the tournament, obviously for the CAA at the time. And we ended up beating that Lefty Driesell team from James Madison that was really, really good in '93. We won all 3 games and we played North Carolina. And I'll tell you one thing, I was at that game and we played North Carolina really, really well. We kept cutting it to 9 points and we just couldn't get it below 9 points, but we played them a heck of a game. And at the end of the game, we kept fouling and fouling. They got it up to 20, but Lester Lyons, there's a reason why he's in the Hall of Fame. He was playing out of his mind that day.
I don't think Coach K is coming out of retirement, Brandon.
No, he's not. Sorry.
No, although you are right about Dave.
Yeah. So anyway,
he loves his Blue Devils.
Well, I didn't know about. To be fair, I'm not like Bubba. I didn't know anything about East Carolina until I moved to Eastern North Carolina. So.
Oh, you're like a lot of the football players we recruited that were on the Peach Bowl team.
What's that?
If you interview any damn player that was on the Peach Bowl team or that era, you ask them, even guys that are like from Virginia, I'd never even heard of East Carolina. I'd never even heard of East Carolina.
till I took the recruiting trip, I'd never heard of East Carolina.
I lived in Virginia Beach, but I grew up in Greensboro, but I'd never even heard of East Carolina.
Well, I didn't hear about East Carolina until 1984, actually.
Well, how old were you though? I mean, 84, you were like 13?
11.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's logical at that time. I mean, things have changed a lot since then.
Yeah, there was
Seattle just scored a touchdown.
They were up. None of the Pirate games were on television back then when I was growing up, unfortunately.
Well, they were. 83, we played NC State on TBS.
I know, but one here and there, but it was not like now.
No, well, nobody was really, except regional coverage. You had the Raycon Jefferson Pilot ACC, coverage, but there was no every game being streamed or every game on TV or even.
You remember? I think it was 84. The first game of the season, WITN carried the Florida State game.
I do not, because I would have been 4.
After we had the 83 season, when they had such a good year, I think Channel 7 covered the Florida State game.
There you go. But Dave wouldn't have got that in 84. He was still in Durham, so he wouldn't have been able to see it.
Yeah, unfortunately. Went to in my first East Carolina football game in 1975. Wow, Kenny, that's impressive. So you were under Pat Dyer is when Kenny started. So I remember Art Baker is when I started when I came. And for speaking of basketball, I know Bubba may remember, but Charlie Harrison is when I started when I became a ECU basketball fan. That's God rest his soul. He passed away a few years ago, but he. It was a long like I said, basketball has had we've just got one of the things I've said all along is football and baseball are fine. Look at women's basketball. Look at the volleyball team. They were atrocious. They were really, really bad. And we have now where we have literally a really good volleyball team that's making it's equivalent to the NIT in volleyball every year now, like 2 or 3 years in a row. Justin Butts, my dad was Pat Dye's first recruit. I didn't know that.
I learned that at Kent Narrows at our bowl game broadcast.
Kenny was 10 years old, his first game. So how old were you, Kyle? I was 12.
When is that?
I was 13. I was 13 when I went to see my first Pirate game. I was 13.
I was, let's see, in person.
Yeah.
15. Because I became a fan, a diehard fan when I was 14, and went to my first game in person when I was 15.
Yeah. So let's see. Justin Butts was 10 months old. Bill Lewis was his first game. So, all right. Yeah. All right. WITN continued to do one-off productions of football into the mid 2010 time frame. Some of them were brutal. Laughing out loud. Yes, Alan. I love my friends at WITN, but thank goodness for the people we have now, Greg Pearson Company, and all the ESPN, the angles and everything, much, much better now. So we have come a long way for sure. Let's see. John White at Florida State was the first game. We went up 3-0 and never scored again.
Yep, 48-3.
Fisherman's Inn had some awesome Emory era stories. They did, Bubba. You're right about that. That was when WITN pumped in the radio broadcast. 1996 versus who? I don't know. So anyway, yeah, if you want to put in about your first.
What was the question? 96. What
was that when he's talking about?
I don't know. I didn't see anything about 90s.
He's right. 15. I was 15 and he was talking about me. I was 15 and 96. It was Southern Miss.
Yep. Oh man, the 28-0 halftime.
Yep.
Oh man, I remember that game very well. I was that was my first year covering the Pirates, first year of radio, and so I had to do the board hopping, and I had to do the game, and I had to drive as fast as I could, and hopefully the statute of limitations from out there towards Farmville, what we call Hazard County, all the way to the stadium. One of my friends that was doing the game, he had forgot a few like cables and stuff. So I had to get it, and I was there, and I was like, I want to be at this game so bad. And when I got back and we were losing, I was like, this is like the longest football game of my life. So I remember that very well. I saw a Semenza interception. If you hadn't already left. Yeah,
I think, it's hard to remember. I think we stayed. If we just stayed till the end, we stayed pretty close till the end. But that was my first. So just quickly, I became an East Carolina fan in '94. Then was going to go to the Memphis game, the last game of the regular season in '95. I didn't have any. None of my family were Pirates. This was all on my own, and something came up where I couldn't go to the game. Last game of the regular season in '95, and so I ended up I finally got to go to a game in person. That Southern Miss game in '96, a Thursday night game. Somebody gave my former stepdad tickets, and he and I went, and he wasn't a Pirate, but so yeah, that was all me. I didn't have the family lineage like Bubba or anything like that, or I just became a Pirate on my own as a teenager, and been in love with ECU football and ECU athletics in general ever since.
Alan Vick says, one of my first jobs was board hopping basketball in 1984. I think we won 5 or 6 games a year, and I did every one of them on WGHB 1250, which is now Pirate Radio, and Farmville. So how about that? Let's see. The earliest he can remember, Justin, was the Floyd Bowl, is what I call it, the 1999 game at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh against Miami.
Great game.
2001 to 22 when is that 20
what is Justin talking about?
D'Angelo Williams played for Memphis, but it says 2001 to
2022. He had a very long career.
Yeah. Kenny said, do y'all remember the fans that ran on the field and tried to attack the official in the end zone? Southern Miss is, I think.
Yes. I know the game you're talking about.
Is that when they cheated?
It was a call. I don't remember the exact call. This might be something Bubba could help us with, but or maybe somebody else, one of our viewers. But there was a
rule.
Yes, because of that game. But there was a call. The game would have been over, but because of a penalty that would have benefited us. Yeah, 86. It was a penalty that benefited us. But Southern Miss got to either try a field goal again, or instead of going for it, they kicked a long field goal and made it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but the game should have been over. But a penalty that should have benefited us gave Southern Miss. It's on YouTube. What happened, Bubba? Explain in the comments exactly what happened, and then we'll read it on the air.
There was one. Wasn't there one that was like a fumblerooski or something they outlawed? Is that the same game?
No. We ran. No, it was something to do with the ending of the game. No, we ran fumblerooskies many times after that. That was the old Gamecock played.
That's right.
The fumblerooski is now illegal in college football.
Yeah. I'm not surprised that Bubba knew that. Like, some people use AI to figure out like earlier Pirate stuff. I just text Bubba.
Yeah, and I know it, but I can't remember the details of it. I know it was the end of the game. It was a penalty. It cost us the game, but the penalty would have been to benefit us if it was during the game. But because of it, Southern Miss got to run the play over again instead of just the clock running out.
Yep. So he's typing. It'll take a minute, but
yeah, we'll come back to it once he gets it typed up.
No doubt. But anyway, Kyle, I know we were talking about the kickers and the punters. You want them under scholarship? I didn't ask you that, but while we have,
I made it pretty clear. Kickers, yes. Okay. Not only would I want a kicker under scholarship, I'd go after the best one I could get and give them an NIL deal. Punter, I would say you let him earn his scholarship unless you're in a desperate situation.
Ryan King, the 91 pit game sold me, plus the leg stands.
I think he means keg stands.
Keg stands, yeah.
Leg stands.
Yeah.
There you go, Ryan.
Yeah, hard not to use those legs.
Yeah.
Leg stands.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he fixed it. He did.
He did. That's the first time I've ever somebody. I know that was a typo, but Brian, that was a magical year. I'll never forget that. Like that was yesterday. But anyway, glad to relive some memories, and certainly, I'm telling you guys, we're gonna have a good year. How many of you are going to Tuscaloosa? Out of curiosity, now.
I already have a ticket, and I know tickets haven't gone on sale, but I have a ticket. I'll be there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, we got to figure. We got a caravan of people going, so Kyle and Jessica hopefully can go.
No interest.
Wow,
Kyle hates this game. He doesn't even want us to play it.
I
Right,
do
Kyle?
not. I cannot stand playing. There's nothing to gain from it. If you're playing Pitt, for example, if you're playing Northwestern, for example, if you're playing Illinois, if you're playing Auburn, there's nothing to gain from playing Alabama. You're not going to beat them. Even if we had everybody back from last year, maybe I would be like, all right, the odds of us winning it are slim. But you go make a good showing, you win the rest of your games, it's going to look good for the playoffs. You make a good showing in this game, win the rest of your games, it'll look good for your playoffs. This is between us and Boise State. If we had like Hauser and everybody else back, but I still wouldn't think there was any chance to win it. It's just certain Alabama, Georgia, unless you just something goofy where you catch them in an off year. But it's just breaking in a new offensive system, so many new starters on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll be the Michigan game. Honestly, could have been worse if it wasn't for our defense. I don't expect our offense to look as atrocious as it did in that Michigan game because I think we're going to have a better football team. But I sure would have rather. If we're going to play this game, I'd rather play it game 3, game 4. I wish we were opening up against our FCS opponent before App State.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. The schedule. I'm looking forward to it. September the 5th. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
The part that worries me is the offensive line. I mean, Alabama is known for their defensive line, and they have like 2 and 3, 4 deep, and they're going to come on all day. But you know what?
I don't want to get our quarterback hurt.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Kyle.
Yeah, and we do get the ball, and it's going to be game 1 in this offense. This offense, you should get the ball out fast. I'm just not a fan. I'm just curious to know, except for just going to Tuscaloosa, going to Bryant-Denny Stadium, what is the appeal of going to see a game that there's a 99% chance you're going to lose? I don't get it. I mean, I try to rationalize it like with Michigan, where maybe you just wanted to see the big house. Is it you guys just want to see Bryant-Denny?
Well, I mean, for me personally, I had no interest in going to that Michigan game whatsoever. I had a free place to stay. I didn't have a ticket, but I could have easily got one. I didn't want to go. I had no business going up there. But Alabama's different. I mean, I've been to Bryant-Denny many times, and it's the atmosphere down there is something I want to take part in, and I feel like it's going to be a great time. And I don't expect to win, but I expect us to play well, and I'm happy to go.
Yeah, like I say, maybe if it was the old days of college football and you had your entire team back with what we had come back last year, I don't know that I'd still want to go, but I would be like, hey, let's go have a good showing. It'll look good, then beat App State's ass the next week. But as it is, no, this game is not as appealing. This game is the Alabama game is about as appealing to me as going to the dentist.
Wow.
Dang.
Well, no, it's not for me. I'm going there to support my team, whether win, lose, or draw. I'm going to support my team, and the fact that
I guess my question then is, Dave, is if you're not going because, like JR just said, he wants to go because the atmosphere is great at Bryant-Denny.
Yeah, I want the whole.
So do you just want to experience Bryant-Denny? Otherwise, why wouldn't you save that road trip for a game you feel better about winning?
Well, I mean, for me, there's a lot of easy road games this year. That's one of the longest ones, but we have our appealing games. We have Memphis coming up. We've got, let's see, there's ODU. First it's Alabama, ODU. We've got Charlotte in there. You've got Memphis in there. You've got Army in there. There's about 5 or 6 games.
Right. There's a lot of great road games, and Memphis and Army are not quick road trips. So, I mean, and those are both games that you feel good about, much better about winning.
Yeah. Let me add something to mine, Kyle. I'm going because the ticket I'm getting is from my friend that lives in Charlottesville. That's an Alabama grad, and we're driving down from Charlottesville, and that's part of the fun for me is the road trip to Alabama. So that kind of adds it to me, which might persuade me a little bit more.
I've got
to get excited about it.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of East Carolina friends, really close friends of mine that want to go. So it's not like I'm going by myself. We are getting, let's 1.5 million guaranteed. Thank you, John. Brandon asked how much was a payday. All that should go to our Pirate Excellence Fund, every bit of it. So
Bon Jovi had a song on the Young Guns 2 soundtrack called Blood Money.
There you go.
And that's what
That's
that feels
what
like.
I call it.
Yeah,
Money
there you go,
blood.
Stevie. Let's sing it.
Money for blood.
Money, that's what I call it. 'Cause money for blood ain't no fair exchange. Come on, Stevie.
Hey, Kyle, but if you have to play Alabama, this might be the best time to play them because they're in disarray too. I mean, they got hammered their last game. They have the quarterback leaving. They're going to have a lot of people that won't be on the team next year. So, I mean, they're not going to be the same Alabama team that's been battling Georgia, for the national championship. I can tell you.
Yeah, and if we had everybody back, I'd say, who knows? But we'll be 24 point underdogs.
That's all right. Like I said, I'm going to go down there. We'll have a good time. We're going to support our team. And look at Alan Vick. He said, we've had a lot of games over the last number of years where we had 99% chance to lose, but I was still there. It doesn't matter to me. That's my team, and I'm going to be there.
Yes, I agree if it was in Greenville, but I'm not going to spend the money to go watch us get our brains beat in all the way to Tuscaloosa, Alabama on a hotel and a ticket and a gas and everything else. If everybody else wants to, that's great. I'm not knocking anybody else from doing it, but I'm not doing it. And nobody should try to make me feel bad for not doing it. I have no interest in it. To me, it's just I don't want to go watch us lose. I'm not going to spend money to go watch us lose. I'm not going to. Not in Tuscaloosa.
I'll give you some of my lottery money. Put you up down there.
I still wouldn't go. If it's in Greenville, I'd never miss a home game, but I'm not going to invest that kind of time and effort in a trip to Alabama that I wouldn't schedule that game. If I was in charge of scheduling, I'd never schedule it.
Well, we need that's the thing is that with I'll say it again. I've tried to be very nice, but I'll say it again. Outside of FCS games and money games, which this is a money game, we have one this year with coming this year with Alabama. Next year in 27 is Northwestern. And
I like that one.
29 is Clemson.
And I don't mind that one either.
You don't mind that one?
No, I don't mind Clemson. We can beat Clemson. Unless Clemson dramatically improves between now and then, we can go beat Clemson.
Okay. I like your confidence. I
mean, look, Clemson had that brief period in time, well, I shouldn't say brief period, it's about a decade, where they were, one of the elite programs in college football. They're not anymore. And probably will not be again.
Kyle, you wouldn't even go to Annapolis because you didn't believe. Come on, start believing.
You know what? Well, that's fair enough, Kenny. That's fair enough. But comparing Pittsburgh to Alabama is like comparing Pittsburgh to Alabama.
Yeah, but Kyle, it's not that you didn't believe. I'm not going to go that far to say that you didn't believe because
the circumstances for that situation. I mean, I could totally understand.
Yeah, it's not that I didn't believe because JR, I said exactly how we could win the game.
Yeah,
and that's how we won the game.
That's why I'm not going there with you as far as you didn't think we had a chance. And also your video that you sent to the group text immediately after the victory really hit me. I'm just going to be honest with you. I never said that to you, but that really showed me what kind of a fan you are. Kyle was in tears because he wasn't there to celebrate, and it was genuine. Yeah. It was 100% genuine.
I was beyond genuine. The Pittsburgh thing, I said exactly how we could win the game, and I said it multiple times. I said if we came out on defense, if Pittsburgh on offense is not focused, and we come out on defense and play like we're capable of, and we force a bunch of turnovers, we can pull off the upset, and that is exactly what happened. So I knew there was a path. And look, let me tell you, here's another caveat, not to throw my wife under the bridge or the bus or whatever it is you throw someone under. Friday night before the game, about 6 o'clock that night, I told her, I said, let's get up in the morning and day trip it. And she told me we could, she's like, if you decide to day trip it, that's fine. And when I said that, she shot it down. So there you go. There's the rest of
Oh,
the
so
story.
it's Jessica's fault.
No, it's my fault initially. It's my fault initially.
Oh,
But
man.
the reason we didn't day trip it is on her.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, I could have been wrong about Alabama not, getting them at the right time. Las Vegas has them as the 11th most popular favorite to win the national championship. I shouldn't say they have the 11th best odds to win the national championship, and the only team of the group of six, whatever you want to call them, Kyle, I'm not sure, that has a mention is North Texas. Nobody else gets mentioned.
North Texas getting mentioned in national championship talk.
Yes.
Who
But
else do they have coming back at quarterback besides our boy?
I don't know. They're I'll give you the exact. They're not good odds, but they're the only team that's a group of 6 team that's getting odds at all. 750,000 to 1.
Yeah, we're 1,000. We're like
75,000 to 1. I got
yeah,
that.
we're 100,000 to 1.
Yeah, 75. They're the only ones that are under 100,000 from the group of 6.
Well, I mean, I know they did well in the portal, but
I don't see it.
Besides Chaston Ditta, what is their situation at quarterback?
They lost a lot too.
Yeah, I know. I don't get that. That's a little weird to me.
Bubba's. Oh, that's funny. Kenny had said, not being mean, just saying we have a chance. With that being said, I'm not going to Alabama. And then Bubba said, come on, Kenny, take the lady and enjoy the tailgate scene in Tuscaloosa. Now, I think another thing is that the Michigan guys that I literally had, that was by pure luck where my tailgating spot was. And parking, I only had to pay $25, and it was like maybe 100 yards from my parking space to the big house. And the guy said, listen, they said, they came up to us. They're very nice. They said, you guys are not rivals. You guys will treat you very well today. They were like, we have nothing against you. They said, now, if you are Ohio State fans, that's a whole another thing. But they were everybody, all the Michigan fans, I have to say, all the Michigan fans were very nice people. So I didn't have any. I'm sure there were ones there that were maybe not, but all the Michigan fans that I had interactions with were very friendly. And
so I'm still stuck on, and I'm sorry, Dave, I know you're talking about something completely different. Are you finished with that thought? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that very thing. Michigan was those folks were nice.
I'm back to what JR said here. I am perplexed. So not UNLV, not Memphis, not Tulane,
nope.
North Texas lost a lot, and I know they did well in the portal, but the quarterback's key position. So who is competing with Chaston Ditta for that starting job? I mean, or suddenly, do we screw up letting Chaston Ditta go? Is there something Vegas knows that we don't? I mean, that is perplexing to me.
They're right there with Iowa State, Kansas, Oklahoma State, and NC State and Mississippi State.
Wow, when you say that, I mean, that's Iowa State. How is Iowa State even that high?
Well, they reloaded too. Everybody just reloaded. I mean, Iowa State, Penn State, Oklahoma State, North Texas lost a ton and then killed it in the portal.
Yeah, I'm just confused about the North Texas thing, particularly with quarterback.
I agree. I think South Florida would be better than North Texas next year.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I agree. So I think nobody jump on that.
I think we'll be better than North Texas next season.
I think we'll be tit for tat with them.
I want to play them in Greenville for the championship.
Oh, me too.
I December 5th, we're going to be playing the championship in Greenville.
That'd be awesome.
You get that. Make sure y'all save that day. That's championship weekend, December 5th, Greenville. It's going to be rocking, rowdy atmosphere. Kyle is going to be running on the field and tearing down the goalposts, whatever.
I'll be running on the field.
I will be there too.
I was on the field.
Stevie?
I was on the field for the Memphis game. It was fantastic.
Stevie, see if you can get December 5th off. We would love to be.
There's a lot of football to be played between now and then. A lot of baseball to be played between.
Yeah,
a
it
lot
is.
of things to happen between now and December 5th.
I know that.
2026.
I had a great time with Stevie and his daughter. He was not only the great personality, but he and I were bantering back and forth, and he was explaining. There was a few times he explained a few things to me, so I had a great time with Stevie. So you're
What'd
always
you explain to him, Stevie?
What?
What'd you explain to him?
There were some penalties that initially I didn't understand, even though I watched the game. It was a call that I didn't understand when
Kyle, I know more than you think I do.
Well, I know, Stevie. I've never doubted your knowledge of football. Just weather.
Oh wow. Hey Stevie, that's why Kyle is AMS certified.
I'm not AMS certified. I'm just like AMR certified. I haven't.
Kenny, that was crazy, Kenny, because they were number one like at week 5 or 6, and they were like horrible at the end of the year. So yeah, they were clearly not worthy of such praise. Clearly.
Yeah, that was that was a name only as far as because they're. Penn State's cool. I'll definitely take a trip to, even if the Pirates are not playing. I would love to go up there and see a game. I'm sure the atmosphere is great there at Penn State.
No interest.
Really? You would not go to that game?
No interest in Penn State at all.
Get your picture taken with the Joe Paterno statue.
No interest.
Wow.
I've been there, but not during a football game. I've driven through there twice.
Yeah, we played them up there, Stevie.
Yeah, and it was a close game too.
Yeah,
Power 4, like, all right. So there's really of the blue bloods. I want to go to that Northwestern game because I think we have a good chance to win it. But of the blue bloods, there's only a couple that I would get excited and want to go on the road trip no matter what. If we were to play them, Notre Dame would be one.
Yep.
If we were playing at Notre Dame, I would love to be there for that. There's God, maybe if we were to do at Tennessee again.
Neyland Stadium is awesome.
Yeah, few and far between would interest me. Probably Notre Dame and Tennessee are the immediate ones that come to mind that I would really love to. I'd like to go to that Clemson game in 29. So there's another one.
Yeah, there you go. Trent Dilfer apparently loved Neyland Stadium. He was taking pictures before the game, and then he got fired, I guess, the next week.
Yeah, I'm not saying we couldn't beat Penn State under the right situations, Bubba. I'm just saying going to Happy Valley does not interest me. I'm not a fan of blue blood schools. I'm anti all that crap. I don't like them. I don't like any of those schools, and so going to them really doesn't turn me on. Notre Dame is such an historic place that does interest me. I have an affinity for Tennessee because Jessica was raised a Tennessee fan. Her granddad was a big Tennessee fan, so that interests me. And then Clemson again, I think has the greatest interest in college football. So.
And William Bryce, is what he's talking about with Clemson.
What about?
No, that's South Carolina.
South Carolina.
I said South Carolina, misspoke that time. But yeah, that game, hey, that's a drivable game when we play them. I think is that 29 or 30?
29.
Yeah. But South Carolina they don't deserve to be mentioned with Tennessee and
Clemson or
Clemson.
I think I'd love to play Tennessee this year. Excuse me, South Carolina this year.
Oh yeah. That's what we beat them in the 90s.
Yeah, well, we should have beat them in Greenville with Mike Houston. With
oh my goodness, it started out so good.
Yeah, man, it really did,
and we blew it.
Yep, and that NC State game too.
He couldn't get it done. That's one of the biggest differences between him and Blake is in these big games. Blake, not in all of them. But he did well, NC State, Pitt, both the bowl games, the Memphis game. So he's done relatively well in big games. That game at Tulane, we had every opportunity to win it. So he's done pretty well in big games.
Robert Dedrick says, as a college football fan, going to ECU road games gives me a chance to experience other stadiums, tailgates while supporting East Carolina.
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't want to go to one that I don't feel like we have a chance to win.
I agree with Kyle with Michigan. That's why I didn't have any interest in going to the Michigan game, because I don't like Michigan. I didn't want to be captive in a 100,000 capacity stadium when we're getting beat. I just didn't want to experience that, because I don't like Michigan.
Yeah, Mackenzie, that was her first time that she didn't really understand. She's obviously pro ECU, and that's where she's going. And she said, "Daddy, they're talking bad about us." I said, "No, they're just cheering for their team." And it was late in the third quarter, and she was really upset. So we left, and that was actually good because they helped us that saved us an hour from. We ended up getting home Sunday morning at 7:30 in the morning.
Is Kenny just asking if games that I would go to? West Virginia.
Yeah, I would.
Never heard anything.
I'm
good
in.
about,
I'm in.
Never heard anything good about their fans.
It don't matter. That's part of it. That's part of it. The experience, seeing burning couches and just crazy behavior.
No,
They're
would love to go to
passionate, Kyle.
Marshall.
I like passion. They're passionate.
Would love to go to Marshall.
Me too. We need to
thought about doing that a couple years ago.
Speaking of a series, that West Virginia and Marshall need to be on our schedule. For sure.
Marshall, there's no reason Marshall shouldn't be. West Virginia, you're going to have to get them to agree to it. But just like App State, I don't understand. I don't understand why App State and Marshall both aren't on our schedule. It makes no sense. Montana State.
Did anybody see the Dabo Swinney press conference concerning Ole Miss sampling? I did.
I guess Cliff did.
Yeah, I discussed. I'm not the biggest Dabo fan ever, but I'm 100% in agreement with him. Yes, Dabo was talking about that. Basically, there was a guy that they got from the portal. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. And he was there. He was going to Clemson classes and early this month rather. And all of a sudden, Ole Miss came in, and he was no longer a Tiger. He is now a Rebel. So I agree with we lost Stevie. Oh man.
Hey, Kyle, you said you would love to go to a Marshall game.
Yeah, I almost went a couple years ago, but I've never.
Oh, you've been?
No, almost went. I've never made a trip up there. Would love to do that. And Marshall, along with App State, to me, it makes no sense why both those schools aren't on our schedule.
Yeah, I agree with you. But if I were to go to a Marshall game, I would tie it in with. Have you ever heard of like the Mothman?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would definitely tie it in, and I'd have to go check out the Mothman statue and visit Point Pleasant, where
the bridge and all that.
Yeah, I'd have to do it. It'd have to be like a combo deal.
Steve, let me see if Stevie's coming back or what the deal is. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
All right, I'm trying to get there we go. That's for 3 men.
There you go.
Yes, Johnny, that Marshall game is special because of obviously, unfortunately, the tragedy.
Yeah.
So that we should always be playing that, even if it's every year.
No doubt, Dave. No doubt. It's just great. Anytime I've been to a Marshall game, the fans just, it's just such a coming together, I should say.
Well, we never got to do the week 0 2020 50th anniversary thing. So for the 60th anniversary in 2030, I would love to get them on the schedule. That's something I hope we're working on. But we need to get them back on the schedule for 2030. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not, though.
We went to West Virginia in 96, 97, 05, and 09. Yeah. And Brandon Forbush just asking, any chance we get Virginia Tech back on the schedule with James Franklin? Unfortunately not. I think, that was unfortunately the people that we had in charge of East Carolina at the time were not the best. They were subpar at best. And so, that's one thing I will say about Gilbert. He's not going to make us look bad. I will give him credit for that. He's a very nice guy. My thing is, and Bubba said I went to Marshall in 07 for that disaster.
Yeah.
I did go to Virginia. Did he mean Virginia Tech? I was there for that game when we played at Virginia Tech game 1, and we gave.
Oh, he's talking about 07 Marshall, where we blew winning the East Division. We played horribly that game. We had to beat Marshall to win the East, and we were a much better team than Marshall that year, and we just went up there and pooped the bed.
Oh, wait a minute. That's right, because we had a chance. That's right, because we had a chance to win the conference, didn't we?
back-to-back years, we would have won our division. We did the same thing at Rice in 06.
Yeah.
We won in 08 and 09, but we literally could have been in 4 straight conference championship games.
Yeah. Okay. I do now that I do recall that now. I do remember that.
Well,
but anyway, yeah, that's tough. But as far as Virginia Tech is concerned, it makes perfect sense to play us. The problem is, Brandon, is that when we beat them, they get really upset, like we're this small school. And that's what drives me crazy with our administration now. We are a big school, and we have a lot of history, especially in baseball. And you look at with football. Now, men's basketball, we've got to work on that a lot, but women's basketball has improved. We've always been good at track and field.
yeah, we talk about Gilbert with scheduling, and fairly and rightly so. But look, we'll be honest. And somebody needs to send this clip. What is it? Mark it, clip it.
Clip that.
Clip that. Yeah, clip that. So we'll say this. John Gilbert did a great job promoting Blake Harrell and, not overthinking it, looking at what was in front of him and making him the head coach. He is very physically responsible. He's good with money. You look at the shape for our women's basketball program is great. Baseball-wise, he gives Cliff what he wants for the most part. I think he stays out of Cliff's way, let Cliff do his thing, which is a smart thing to do. But he's not good at other things. He's not good at scheduling. And I think our men's basketball program's a disaster. And I don't think he's a good motivator. And it's okay to point out someone's flaws. Sometimes with me, I don't know what their problem gets to be with Dave. Sometimes with me, it's the way I say it. But I think it's okay to point out people's flaws, because when we compliment you, when I tell you, you're physically responsible, when I say great job hiring Blake Harrell, when I say great job with the women's basketball program, it ought to mean something to you, because I'm being genuine. I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
So, I think John Gilbert is really, really good at some things and not good at others. And one of those things is scheduling. And I do think it's a difficult climate to schedule in.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that just don't make sense to me, like why we don't have a long-term series with Appalachian State.
Yeah. Hey, for scheduling, though, I give him credit if he's the one that's executing the schedule for the baseball team.
No. Baseball is Cliff.
No, that's Palumbo helps out. Is pretty
okay. Well, they're doing an excellent job with baseball schedule, because we're playing tough teams that are going to help us in the RPI, but we get 37 home games as opposed to 27 away games, and consistently every year we play. As a fan, it's awesome. We get more home games than like anybody else.
Yeah, that is baseball scheduling is done primarily by the head coach and the assistant coaches. Same with basketball. AD gets involved some with basketball scheduling, but that's a lot done by the head coach. The biggest thing that the AD does with scheduling is football.
Okay.
And that's money. That's where your money contracts are.
Gotcha.
And I hope you guys are enjoying my puppy playing with her squeaky toy. I don't know how much that's.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? Okay, good. Well,
I hadn't heard it. Sorry, guys. My power went out for a second.
And by the way, guys, I forgot to say earlier, because we were in conversation, but Matt lost his power. That's not why he's not with us tonight. So that's a good excuse. Obviously, when you don't have power, you can't be on. So he lost his power. He said he lost power. So hopefully he can get his back on. Hopefully we keep ours on while we're doing the show and after the show. Obviously, it's never good with the power. And Johnny, do you still have power? I know you're in Greenville area. But...
Well, I have power still in Virginia, because I got a webcam, and it's power's still on. So I probably should have stayed up there, but I thought we were going to get bad weather down here as well. And I didn't want to leave my wife by herself down here.
You had a great reason. You're taking care of.
Yeah, but there's nothing going on down here, really. She's fine.
well, there's plenty of ice. If you walk outside, at least if it's like it is on LaGrange,
you
walk outside. We got icicles hanging off our porch now from the rain.
Yeah, we do too.
I hate to admit it, Kyle. I haven't been out of the house today.
It's icy out there now, and if that temperature don't rise like they forecast, I hope Lenore County schools, they'll pivot if they need to. But as of right now, that temperature still hasn't risen as forecast. Supposed to be 40 degrees by 5 a.m. We'll see.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So as far as football, what other? I know we've same here, Kyle. That's what football.
I was going to ask Kyle about chew toys. What are the dogs chewing on tonight? Are you going to probably keep the one that you're fostering and make it a permanent member of the family?
Yeah, they're just chewing on squeaky toy stuffed animals, with little squeakers in them. Both of them. The puppy wants to play with it, and then our older dog Millie wants to take it from the puppy just because that's what she does. But yeah, we're keeping her.
The
We just
puppy's
bought.
bigger, right?
Yeah, she's already taller than Millie. She's grown in a week. They were the same height last week. She's taller than her now. So 2 months from now, she'll be dwarfing over Millie. She's a lab, Great Pyrenees mix. Yeah, we're definitely keeping her. She's our baby now. Yep, that she's ours.
Awesome.
By the way, guys, the guest that we were supposed to have on again tonight, because of Johnny predicted the snow day and spending time with the kids, that guest we're going to shoot for next week. So it'll be 3 weeks.
I need to message him. I need to message him, Dave.
Yeah.
I want to be like, look, dude. No, I'm playing. Great former pirate, and somebody that I think the Pirate Nation would be interested to hear from.
Yeah, and I've heard him before, and he's a good interview. So hopefully we get him on.
Yeah, we will. It's he hasn't turned us down, so that's the main thing. So we're working, just a matter of working the schedules out. And hey, anytime you can talk Pirate football, we're all about it, and really excited about that. Especially,
and that's something interesting about the comments. Is there a guest, guys? Our listeners, we don't have a lot of guests on these days. That's something we've done a lot in the past. We've had everybody on from Charlie Ward to Tim Brando, to every Pirate player under the sun.
McMahon.
We've had every Pirate player. We've had almost every Pirate player under the sun. From David Garrard to Shane Carden. Anybody in between. So if there's a former ECU player, that you guys would like to have on football, baseball, or a sportscaster within reason, don't ask for like Scott Van Pelt. Well, yeah, we got Brando. We got Brando.
Yeah, Brando is great.
So just in the comments, anybody you'd like to have on, see us have on, mention it below, and we'll see what we can do.
Had Stevie had Bob Ryan on. We talked about the Celtics. So thanks to Bubba, he pulled that off. So
yeah, we've had a little bit of everybody on.
Blue Edwards. That's a good get. Thank you, John. That's a good idea. We'll do that. And how about this? Big guy Matt Maloney. I tell you what.
Oh wow, I would love that.
I tell you what about Matt Maloney. I tell you that. Did I tell you? I told you that Hard Rock story, right?
Well, the thing about Big Guy and
needs to be in the Hall of Fame, by the way. Please put
is he anybody that works currently for the university may not be allowed to come home.
Yeah, they will. They are. It's not. I will say this. It's not, Kyle. I will say this for you and me, in our defense. It's not that bad. I do know for a fact it's not that bad. So that people like the Compere that we're not.
Well, some people like us, like Blake likes us. So,
yeah,
like Bubba said, he said he would never thought we got Jim McMahon, Bob Ryan, Charlie Ward. There's a lot of people. You just ask them. I mean,
Greg Olson.
Yeah,
former pitcher for the Orioles and Greg Olson on.
Chip Carey.
Chip Carey. Who was the former Atlanta Brave we had on?
Oh my God,
Bubba will remember that.
91, yeah, it was from the 91 team that went.
Greg Hudson,
Francisco Cabrera.
Yeah,
Francisco Cabrera. Yeah, somebody said Greg Hudson. Francisco Cabrera, we had him on. Somebody suggested Greg Hudson. We can do that. We've had Garrard on, Kevin. Or we can get him on again.
Or the Zach or Jake Agnos.
Zach Agnos.
Yep.
Tommy Eason. Wow, that would be flavorful.
Tommy Eason grew up right down the road.
Yeah,
from 903, literally like right down the road from where I live right now.
And he's a Hall of Famer from ECU, pitcher, and doing a great job with Pitt Community College with the Bulldogs. So
yeah, well, since you got Francisco Cabrera, you need to get Sid Breen, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I guess
I know we were.
I'd be good with that.
Hey, Kyle, we'll get this joke. Hey, Kyle, you know who we're getting on? You'll get this joke if you think about it really hard, Kyle.
All right.
When I say this name, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Sure.
the person we could get on. The person that we can definitely get on, Kyle. I'm friends with him. Is Sammy Sosa. I'm friends with Sammy Sosa. So
I do not get that joke.
Has anybody seen Sammy Sosa lately?
No.
He's pretty fly for a white guy.
He's unrecognizable.
Really?
Yeah. He looks white. He looks like a white guy. I don't know what happened. It's got to be a medical condition.
Oh, sorry there.
Is it something about his pigmentation?
Yes. It's got to. Yes. Yes. But yes.
I've seen him. I know what he's talking about.
It's just. But what the medical? It's got to be a medical condition. I mean, there's no way you. I don't think that occurs naturally without it being a medical condition.
He hadn't been doing Michael Jackson,
No, exactly. And he literally, if you didn't know it, you would think Sammy Sosa was a white man.
No way. No way I would have guessed that was Sammy Sosa.
It's
All
insane.
right, yeah. Let's see. Sam Narin.
Oh, say it again, Dave. Say you didn't say it right. You're supposed to say Sammy Sosa is your dear friend.
Oh, that's right. Sammy Sosa is my dear friend. That's
I
right.
would have gotten it right then if you'd have said it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I messed up my own joke. All right. Yeah, that's right. I forgot the way that you told me. But anyway, I was trying to make you laugh, and I wish I'd thought about that correct phrase. Anyway, so
he's laughing now, so it works.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what about here's a guy that I would like to have on, and unfortunately the Falcons didn't keep him. What about Dwayne?
Yeah, I know where you're going. I agree, Dave.
Big play, Dwayne Harris.
No.
No, Justin Hardy.
Oh, Justin Hardy. Yeah, absolutely.
No. Go ahead, Dave. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I was
Dwayne
Lefford.
Oh, yeah, we could definitely get Ledford on. We know a close personal friend of his.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Dear friend.
He was unfortunately not retained by the Falcons, and I was like, come on,
I saw that.
Hey, Dave, do you think that if that had happened prior to our new O lineman hire, that we might have hired him
for our O line coach?
Yeah.
No, Dwayne will get a better.
Well,
let me reword that better. Dwayne Leffert will position
you're
himself
probably right, Kyle.
for a power forward job.
Right.
Also, I don't think it's a totally different kind of offense than what he's used to coaching. But yeah, Dwayne will if he wants to get back into college coaching, he'll get a power forward job. I think if he comes back to East Carolina, he's going to want to have the title head coach.
Kenny,
Scott Matt from Parmalee, Kenny. I think we Dave, am I remembering wrong? Didn't we try to get them on and have it arranged, and then they canceled last minute? Or am I making that up in my head? Years ago, like back in 18 or 19.
Oh, I can check. I'm friends with them on Facebook. I mean,
I swear to God, we had them on. We had them booked.
I'm not going to lie and say, oh yeah, they're my close friends. But Scott, the drummer, actually dated one of my friends in high school, and they went to Roanoke High School at the time. So I know them, but I'm not we're not close. So it's not like I'm going, oh, I'll pick up the phone right now. But
am I remembering that wrong, Dave? I swear to God, I thought we had them in the last time they were going to play at ECU. We had, or maybe it was when they did that. I swear to God, maybe I'm just making that up in my head. Bubba, do you remember this?
I would love to.
So.
All right, we need to get Billy Godwin on because I've got.
Hey, put that back on the screen. Put that back on the screen. We had Scotty Montgomery on the show multiple times when he was the head coach here. Believe it or not.
Vince McMahon. All right, pal. I'll come on your show, pal.
No, I've got a good Billy Godwin story. Billy Godwin coached my 9th grade year JV basketball. He was the opposing team's coach.
I agree, Kenny, that you were spot on. That was the best halftime show we've ever had at ECU homecoming a few years ago. I agree with you.
Stevie, go ahead, man.
Anyway, Billy Godwin got 3 technical fouls and got thrown out of the gym. And I've got that on video too. I do have that on video. So I've got Billy Godwin. He was coaching at Enfield Academy. He was the JV basketball coach, and
back when Stevie played.
Yeah, he got upset about.
I thought I'm going. That's not recent. Okay, all right.
No, he got upset about a player control foul, and you see it right there on the video when the referee comes up to the scores table and tells what the foul is, and he goes off, and the referee got 3 technical fouls.
We can
He shot all 6 free throws and missed.
Robert. I was ready to say Kenny. Sorry, Kyle.
We can get that. To finish up Stevie's thought, Stevie,
Sorry.
you can get that if you can get that clip for the show. That would actually be pretty good.
We can get Billy Godwin on. That's not hard.
No, that clip particularly with Stevie's talking about. If he said he's got it on VHS.
Skip Holtz, and we have Kyle and I have a friend that we can make that happen. That's actually easier than what you think. Oh, there's Stevie coming back. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Hey, it's like Stevie. It's like the song from the Clash. Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah.
Well, a minute ago, his power flickered. That's what
I
happened.
I don't know what this was. My power didn't flicker in, so I don't know what that was.
I'm totally messing with you, man. I'm just, as Mackenzie said, I'm just joshing. Skip Holtz. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't know. Sandra Bullock. I actually know a guy that dated Sandra Bullock when she was ECU. I don't know how close they are. I could text him. I have no contacts with Vince McMahon. I would maybe Kyle can.
I got no contacts with Vinnie Mac. I know some wrestlers from on.
Yeah, y'all gonna make me have to pull out the big guns and call Vinnie Mac.
Yeah. So if I could have anybody on this show, can anybody guess who? If I could have one guest on our podcast,
I know it.
Don't say it, Dave. I don't say it. Dave thinks he knows. He may know. So Stevie, I wonder if Stevie knows JR. I wonder if you know.
It's got to be a wrestler.
You're on the right track. All right, Stevie. Who would it be?
It's not who I thought it would be because I was guessing a singer.
I know it is.
You were going to say Cody Jinks. That's a good guess, but no, that's not it. Go ahead, Dave. Who would it be?
It's corny, baby. Jim Cornette.
Yeah, Jim Cornette. You're absolutely right. That would be.
Good God, we'd be here for 4 hours.
No, I tell you what, Jim Cornette. I think if we had the right angle or whatever, I think that Jim would come on.
Boy, I don't know. He doesn't do a lot of other podcasts. I'd love to try to get him on.
Hey, Kyle, what about Carter Cruz?
I mean, honestly, and unless she's gonna perform for us live here on the air, I mean, what good is it gonna do?
She's a DJ now. She's a DJ, so she can perform on the ones and twos for you, Kyle.
Kyle's dream guest. Shelly.
Who is Shelly B?
Shelly Vinegar.
Bubba who got one. But go Bubba. Go Bubba.
There you go. Bubba. Well, I mean, Stevie's thought of Cody Jinks made sense.
No, that would be if we could get Cody Jinks. Yeah, there. If I happen to stumble across people that Kyle likes or anybody I like. By the way, Stevie and I were talking about this today, and I've been dying to talk about this on air with you, Stevie. And I'm not trying to bring up a sore subject, Stevie.
Oh, I know what you're going to talk about.
I've talked about how Stevie, it makes perfect sense why Stevie's a Steelers fan and how they have a great organization. I really do have a lot of respect for the Steelers, even though I'm not a Steelers fan. But I have to say that when I saw the news and I texted Stevie about Mike McCarthy being their new head coach, it just doesn't make sense to me. But I'm not trying to give you a hard time, Stevie. I'm just bringing it up.
As I sold it to Stevie, it's better than Scotty Montgomery, whose name had come up for the job.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Stevie, I talked to I have a couple of friends. Kyle was on the phone with one of my friends from Pittsburgh, and he's a diehard Steelers fan, and so is his brother, and so is my cousin. They love the pick because he's a Pittsburgh guy, so they love him. They're overlooking his inadequacies. They're just focusing on the fact that he's a Pittsburgh guy, and he's gonna resurrect Rodgers' career in year 26 or whatever.
Here's the thing with that. Do they not realize that Rodgers got McCarthy fired at Green Bay?
That's what I was going to say.
Nope, that's what I'm saying. They're blinded. They just see Mike McCarthy. He's a yinzer. They love him.
Yeah, but look, I love a lot of people, but that don't mean I think they're going to be a good football coach in Pittsburgh. I mean, it made no sense.
That hurts my feelings, Stevie.
Well, Kyle, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
you were one of the exceptions. I thought you'd be a great coach.
Well, I appreciate it.
But you know, you still got a couple of weeks that
Kevin,
you
we've had rough and on. We can do it again. Sorry, Stevie. Go ahead.
You got a couple of weeks that you could wait and do coaching interviews with some of these guys that are still coaching right now. It goes against the grain because this guy's 62 years old. Pittsburgh's always hired young coaches, young up-and-coming coaches.
There's no way he's going to continue the legacy of Nolan Tomlin and whoever was before that of 19 seasons.
I think
he didn't have 19 seasons in him. That's for sure.
He had about 5 or 6.
I just don't. I don't understand it. Why they jumped. The reasoning was his background, which he's been fired twice, and his work with the quarterbacks that he's worked with. So, I mean, he's worked with Montana. He's worked with Aaron Rodgers, Dak, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but stuff like I just don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't mean to. I just when I saw that.
No, it's fine.
Stevie's a really good dude. Number one, he is a really good fan, and the Steeler. I mean, I feel bad for the Steeler Nation. I guess that's what it would be because Kenny says 2 years and he'll be fired. Well, just like they were making I think what they were looking. I'll tell you what I think they were looking for. I could be wrong, Stevie. I think in the day and age you look at Mike Vrabel, who's taking his team. Literally, last year they won 4 games. His first year as a coach, they're going to the Super Bowl. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think they were trying to microwave it. They were trying to win a press conference. I don't know. I just feel like that there's a lot of upcoming coaches, up-and-coming coordinators, anyone you could think of that would be.
I agree, Dave. Here's my prediction for the Mike McCarthy era. It's going to start with Mike Tomlin, who I thought should have been fired. I'm not supporting Mike Tomlin in any sense of the word, but he had 19 consecutive seasons without a losing season. I think Mike McCarthy will come in and have a losing season in year 1, and then party's over.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would not doubt it.
Well, anyway, we hope that success to the Steelers. And for all of us, for all the fans out there in Steeler Nation that watch our show, we like Stevie. I wish that they do very well. And what about Mike?
What about Melissa McCarthy?
Clip that.
Might be a better coach.
Stevie, are you going to wear Steelers gear to the Blackberry Smoke concert?
Yes, I will. No,
I'm not
going to do that. I wouldn't do that.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Why would I wear a Steelers jersey to a Blackberry Smoke concert?
I didn't say jersey. I just mean like maybe a hat, something. It's black because they're black.
I mean, what's wrong with wearing a Steelers gear?
I thought he meant like a jersey or something.
No. I just mean because they're black.
You're dressed in a uniform.
Yeah. Normally you go to a concert, a rock concert, you wear black.
He expects the helmet, the whole uniform, the helmet.
I got a helmet. I do have a helmet.
I'll buy his drinks all night long if he comes out with a helmet.
Hey, JR, I might wear East Carolina apparel to the Blackberry Smoke concert. How about that?
Well, you'll be with me then. That's what I'm going to be wearing.
I'll either wear that or Cody Jinks apparel, one or the other.
Can't go wrong either way, Kyle.
Why not Blackberry Smoke stuff?
I'm glad we're planning our outfits for the concert. Dave, what do you wear?
I have no idea yet. It'll be like boots, jeans. And...
I think you should go with your Charlotte FC hoodie just to carry on the tradition.
Well, yeah. Sounds great.
Hey, Dave. I'm not so sure how extensively you've listened to Blackberry Smoke, but I think you're going to really like. They do cover songs that are better than the original artist. Like I
haven't listened. I like them. I haven't listened to them in a while, to be honest. There's a lot.
Favorite Blackberry Smoke song is probably "Waiting on Thunder."
That's your favorite Blackberry Smoke song?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I like the entire Little Piece of Dixie. That whole album, I just can't. I listened to that like 2 or 3 times in a row. But as far as cover songs go, they're just really good. And The lead singer, Charlie, is a great showman, not because he like does a lot of dancing or theatrics, but he's what do you think, Kyle? I think he just shows his craft so
I've
well on
never seen him
stage.
live. I've never seen him live, so I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
how he is as a front man. But I get what you're saying.
You just want to watch him because
Yeah,
you're looking at a master of his craft. That's
there are
all I'm
certain
going to
people
say.
that are like that are just captivating on stage.
Yeah.
You know, Cody Jinks is a guy that doesn't dance on stage, or dude, he's just he's just captivating on stage. There's certain people that are just really good. Well, almost anybody who's a front man of a band that's successful, or a solo artist that is successful, you've got to be captivating on stage. I mean, there are some exceptions. Alan Jackson would be one that. Alan Jackson's a tremendous artist, great singer.
Low
Great
energy on stage.
low energy on stage. Yeah, and I'm talking about before his health issues, obviously. But there's just most
Yeah.
of these guys are. I'm trying to think of other really good examples of people that are just captivating on stage. I'll tell you one of and I've told you this before, Jr. Ward Davis, acoustic of all I've seen so many big names, but there's something about seeing Ward Davis, and I've seen him a couple times in an acoustic setting, that it just feels like you're hanging out with him. I
like
mean, it
that.
just literally feels like you're just having a beer with him, and in a way you are.
Yeah, so I have a question for you guys. This is a fun fact. You probably already know the answer, or somebody and obviously watching or listening, we have the best fans. What is the best-selling album of all time? That's from
The Eagles' greatest hits.
That's correct. That's correct, Stevie. And they just.
What does he win?
I don't have anything to give it, but it was.
I get to come on and host again next
You can buy him a drink at the concert.
Yeah, drink of your choice at the concert.
All right, I'll do that.
Or a jumbo bag of popcorn.
Whatever he wants. 40 million. They have sold now the greatest hits album from the Eagles, 1971 to 1975. They're the first album ever to sell 40 million albums.
What is the Eagles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I thought Beatles' greatest hits was the best selling.
No.
Eagles' greatest hits the best selling, not Beatles.
No.
Well, Eagles.
Thriller is number 2, right, Stevie? Off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I like the Eagles.
Well, those records will never be broken. Nobody buys albums anymore.
That's right.
I stream them.
They give certain. I mean, it's hard to tell what kind of credit they give for how many streams you do. I forgot how much it is.
I've done probably 5 streams today. I'm about to go do another one.
Oh. Hold on, I ain't got the drum up here.
Corey Smith.
What about Corey Smith?
Played in Greenville a few times.
Yeah.
He can't sing though, can he? I don't think.
Jesse Rice.
I mean, besides getting down in a pirate town, I don't care for him or his brother.
Drake White.
Jerry and Jesse Rice.
Yeah. No, it's forget his brother's name.
Every dog is
right.
Chase Rice. Chase Rice.
Oh, Chase Rice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Great frontman. As far as people I've seen in concert that I think are unbelievable, since we're on that topic, like as far as just captivating performers, Cody Jinks is definitely up there. Clint Black, Ronnie Dunn of Brooks and Dunn, just unbelievable voice, and Kicks' performance on stage goes along with it. Whiskey Myers, fantastic.
Yeah.
Steel Woods, they just recently quit touring. Always blew me away when I saw them. Yeah. They broke up for the time being.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, I could keep going. I've seen so many damn concerts.
Me too. We need to.
Yeah.
Justin,
Justin, that's a great one. I mean, they're
Allman Brothers.
good.
Yeah.
They played in 1995, November of 95 at Williams Arena, and that was my first night working downtown.
Wow, what a treat!
I didn't get a chance to see that show.
Yeah, my two. I'll go with 2 frontmen, but no one's probably ever heard of either one of them. Is Luther Dickinson from the North Mississippi All Stars. It's just, that's my kind of music, kind of bluesy, but kind of rock, a little bit of Christian influence, just a little bit. And then the other one is the Drive-By Truckers and Patterson Hood and Mike Cooley are the lead men there. And just great front men. Those are my favorites.
If we're going to talk bands only and not solo artists, I'll give you a very underrated. They were a successful band, but I don't think people take the front man as serious as they should. Sawyer Brown, Mark Miller from Sawyer
Oh
Brown
gosh, yeah.
is
God, great
phenomenal.
Kyle.
Have you seen them in concert, Stevie?
No, I haven't.
They're playing. They played at? Haven't they played at the Weldon Mills Theater?
Yeah, I had front row.
Yeah.
Mark King, a good pirate, gave me those tickets. But yeah, they're a phenomenal album. Mark Miller is very underrated as a front man. And I'll tell you, Leonard Skinner, Johnny Van Zandt, everybody always, because it ain't Ronnie, Johnny Van Zandt's a hell of a front man.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And they
Seahawks win.
They did win? Thank you, Stevie.
31-27.
31-27, yep.
Thank you. We got Seahawks Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Alan Vick, top three. Glenn Campbell, Barry Mann,
love him,
and Rod Stewart. I met Glenn Campbell.
It's so funny. I literally, Jessica Rendon was over here Friday, and she didn't know the song Wichita Lineman, and I was playing it for her by Glenn Campbell. As Stevie called, and I told him what was going on, and Stevie said, I hadn't heard that song in years until 2 days ago, and now Glenn Campbell's coming up again on the show. That is so weird.
Yeah, Little Big Town. Big Town did a cover album, and they had that on there.
Justin Butts, I met Eddie Money in 2009. He was trying to do he was on a small country label. I can't remember which one. And it was like, I got a chance to, I was like, wow, I just met, that's the Take Me Home Tonight is his biggest song. And that was so cool.
2 Tickets to
Hey,
Paradise.
Kyle, I want to go back to Glenn Campbell just for a minute. Wichita Lineman. That's very appropriate for like this weekend.
I'm the lineman for the county.
Yeah, I love that song. When I was heading down here from Virginia on 95, I passed 22 trucks from Penline, and they were coming down with bucket trucks to help us out with, if we lose any power or whatever. So hats off to the state of Pennsylvania and Penline Utilities for coming down here and helping us get power restored.
And the Pennsylvania line.
Oh, wow. Here's one for you.
Johnny Paycheck at Deadwood.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. Johnny
Take this job and shove it.
Very underrated.
I ain't working here no more.
Yeah, who wrote that song?
Johnny.
You're going to say Hank Williams.
No.
David Allan Coe.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh,
David Allan Coe.
Yeah.
And he gave it to Johnny Paycheck. And I love the song. One of my favorites from Johnny
My
Paycheck.
favorite Johnny Paycheck song is Old Violin.
Yeah, Kyle, you posted that on your Facebook page one time. And that's really the first time well, I listened to the whole song and I reheard it. Let me say that because it had been years since I'd heard it. So I reheard it and it's excellent.
Yeah, it's a very, very sad song. You
Deep
kind of
messaging.
You can kind of feel Johnny in that song where he was in his head when he when he wrote that.
No,
so.
I enjoyed.
Oh man, here's another underrated band. This is cool. Dr. Hook at Roadies in Goldsboro, 1982.
I ain't heard Dr. Hook in a
Dr.
long
Hook.
I have not
Rolling Stone.
I haven't heard them mention it in a long
At
time.
Roadies, wow. Yeah, Dr. Hook, very underrated band for sure.
Maybe not.
With Big Roxy.
I liked them back.
Oh, why don't we just go listen to some Foghat too?
How about Black Oak, Arkansas?
Oh, don't go there, Kyle.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
I mentioned them the other night.
Let's move on.
Go, Jim Dandy.
Thank you. Thank you.
What we're talking about.
Jim Dandy to the rescue. Jim Dandy to the rescue.
Hey, Robert, I'm interested to ask Robert if it was the X-rated version of David
Oh
Allan Coe.
gosh, let's not even get going on that part.
I couldn't even read the songs on that album.
Kenny
Nothing
Carlin's
sacred.
naming people that came to Deadwood.
He
I was
he
there.
likes to go to Deadwood.
I was there when Confederate Railroad was at Deadwood. I was there that night.
Well, Kenny Carlin's apparently was too.
I was there. I was a teenager. If I remember right, I'm almost positive I do. That Confederate Railroad concert was in '97, and I believe it was the same night we lost to NC State at Carter Finley in '97. I'm almost positive it was the exact same night.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Were you there
Ram
too,
Jam.
Dave?
Don't get me started on the X-rated David Allen Coe.
Yeah, the X-rated stuff is ain't one problem. It's some of his other stuff that's the problem. That ain't X-rated. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
Very disturbing.
Nothing Sacred was the name of that album that
the problem with it, and that's the problem with David Allen Coe, is that I actually love a lot of, with his song The Ride. There's a lot of great songs, but the
Favorite David Allen Coe songs, everybody.
The Ride.
Oh.
All right, Stevie.
It's so obvious. You can't get past shit.
Well, good job.
I can't think. I cuss.
Never even call me by my name.
Yeah.
You don't have to call me darling. Darling.
JR?
You don't remember that. He don't remember that.
I can't say it, Kyle. We're a G-rated show. I can't say it.
I got to go Waylon, Willie, and me.
Alan Vick
Well, that's a great
picking
song.
up 38 Special.
38 Special is 38 Special is great. You know what, Alan Vick? I wish you
Snow Hill.
Yes,
Sugar Bakers.
let me tell you
Is
something
this
right
Design
now.
Women?
Let me tell you something right now. There's
Yeah,
this
a lot
place
of great bands.
Yes, all right. So I got to tell you a quick story. Sugar Bakers and Snow Hill. I was in 1995. I was 14 or 15, depending on what time of year it was.
Snuck into Sugar Bakers.
No, I wish I would have. So my childhood hero, probably my biggest musical hero of all time. He's been dead for years. I don't talk about him very much. Honestly, I don't listen to him that much anymore. But he's still I would consider my favorite artist of all time. Is the late great Chris Ledoux.
My goodness, love him.
Yes, the creator of Radio Rock, the cowboy poet.
Love him.
Yeah. So Chris Ledoux in 1995 played Sugar Bakers at Snow Hill, and I wanted to go so bad, and they wouldn't let you in unless you were over 18. And
Who was that for?
Chris Ledoux, Sugar Bakers at Snow Hill, and I couldn't go, and I never got to see Chris Ledoux live. He passed away in 2005. And his son Ned tours and plays a lot of his music and sounds a lot like his dad. But Ned never plays. The only time he ever plays east of the Rockies, really, or Texas, is every now and then he'll play the Ryman. I wish he would do an East Coast tour because it's going to be the closest thing I'll ever get to see Chris Ledoux.
Good. What I was going to say about David Allen Coe really quick is the fact that he has so many good songs, and he really is, from that aspect, deserving to be a songwriter and singer-performer.
Alan, I didn't know you then. You wouldn't have got me in.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, yeah, I know that little kid right there.
Who's that fat little kid that say, "Let me in, Alan"? Alan, how good?
I bet you $1 million he'd say. Alan would be like, "That's my younger brother. He'll come
Alan, you're gonna know
me then, though." But Alan, how great was Chris Ledoux that night, man? He always put on a great. I have a concert VHS of Chris Ledoux. Dude, I was 15. No, I didn't have a fake ID.
You're going to know me in a few years, Alan. You let me in now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Absolutely 100%, Alan. David Allen Coe is a fantastic songwriter and above average singer when he's straight and when he was in his prime. 100%. In fact, they were trying to get him. Kyle, do you remember that when?
Yeah, I know where you're going. State Theater. He was booked for the State Theater, and I still don't know what the hell happened.
I do.
I heard it was something involving his wife.
Yeah, his wife. I would just say this.
His wife's insane.
She's crazy, and they just said, people at the State Theater said, we're not dealing with her anymore because she's the one that manages him.
Yeah,
so it's unfortunate because Kyle and I were going to that show, and before we could even buy the tickets and go, Jessica, myself, at least the three of us, it was canceled.
Yeah, I got the craziest State Theater. By the way, nothing against
George Thurgood.
Well, I know Buffett was there for sure.
Thurgood was probably opening for him. So I back to State Theater. I wish to God they would have somebody there I want to go see. They never have anybody there I want to go see. But here's a fun fact about State Theater. It was supposed to open about 6 months before it did in 2018. And do you know who originally was going to play the first concert at the State Theater? And they're way too big now to ever play the State Theater.
You told me and I forgot because we had
Whiskey Myers.
Oh, Whiskey
yeah.
Myers.
Was going to play the first concert at State Theater, and by the time they got it open, they were too big to play it. They blew up, and so they'll never play there again.
Wow. Hart and John Fogerty played Minges in 1985.
Hart was getting a resurgence then too.
One of my greatest regrets in concert history is I didn't get tickets to see Fogerty and Mellencamp together.
Oh my God!
In the early 2000s at Walnut Creek.
That was a great show. Oh my gosh,
I would love to have been there for that one.
In fact, I saw Mackenzie's very first concert was in 23. She and I saw Mellencamp at DPAC.
Yeah, he's playing somewhere. Maybe the DPAC. He's playing somewhere around here, Dave. He's doing a greatest hits tour, which is cool as hell for him because he doesn't like to play his hits all the time.
No,
so he's going to do nothing but the hits, and I forgot where it's going to be. He's going to be somewhere around here. I'll have to check. I wouldn't mind going.
Yeah, he is very good. And the funny thing about Mellencamp is
he's an ass, but I love him anyway.
He'll call you out in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Sean Penn told him, dude.
Oh God, there's two asses together.
Good gosh. If Sean Penn told somebody to calm down, that's the thing.
No. He said, dude, you need to do a greatest hits tour for your fans. And so he's doing that. And he said that he did not like playing stadiums. He said he's played,
and he's not a big fan of playing amphitheaters either.
Because he said he feels like that he has to cheer people on, and it's not like a real. People don't care; they're just there to party, I guess, and not pay attention to the show. So, Mellencamp and Fogerty in July 2007. I saw that.
Shut up, Alan. I'm just tired of it. First it was Chris Ledoux, now it's Mellencamp and Fogerty. I'm just, at this point, you're just taunting me. At this point, you're just taunting me.
I saw and Willie Nelson and John Fogerty played in a couple. Was it 2006? 7?
I almost went to see Fogerty last.
He is so good.
Yeah, was it this past year? No, 2 years. It was before one of my hernia surgeries. By the way, I'll probably have to have a third one soon. But I believe it was not this past. Yeah, it was. It was 24. Fogerty was playing at Red Hat with the White Yoakum opening for him, and came real close to getting tickets. Don't really remember now why I didn't. I do too. I got tickets to go see Cody Jinks for like the 6th time instead. Alan, you know what? It's more the Chris Ledoux thing than it is the because I can still see Mellencamp and Fogerty at least. But I'll never get to see Chris Ledoux.
No. And Kenny has a great point. Give me a good old diver bar. I agree with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude, Kenny, go to where does Kenny live? Go to Dunn. Look up the Bird's Nest listening room.
Yeah. I want to go
and Dunn, and incredible place to see a show.
Kyle, is that where you saw Ward Davis or no?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's why you thought he was because it's easier to be
I've seen Ward, with a band too. I've seen him open for Cody, and I've seen other people at the Bird's Nest listening room like Chris Knight. Ward in that atmosphere. That's the perfect place to see Ward Davis. I've seen him with a full band.
That's why I asked, because I think that would be the case with people like him.
Yeah, and I've seen Chris Knight there. I've seen other people there, but Ward in particular, it's just dude. When he plays the Bird Nest, they book him for 4 straight days. They'll book him from Thursday through Sunday, and he'll sell out every night. I mean, it's a small venue, but it's normally 3 or 4 straight nights it's sold out.
50 seats?
No, it's like 150.
150. Okay, but still, it's a nice. Man,
very small venue.
Average ticket price, Kyle.
For Ward, I think it's normally 30 to 40 a ticket.
Oh, that's extremely reasonable.
Yes, yeah. I think for Chris Knight it was a little more than that. And then like for smaller artists, like Job Mother Mary was there. I think they were like $20 a ticket. So it's a great venue. There's nothing but a stage, seats, and a bar. There's like you walk in, the bar's to your right. Then there's seats and the stage, and then the bathrooms to the left of the stage, and that's it. That's the whole venue.
Thank you, John. A worn out tape of Chris Ledoux.
Lonely Women and Bad Booze.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the first or second single for Garth?
First, Most Young Feel the Same Old was the first single
that's
for
my
Garth,
favorite.
and it kind of Chris Ledoux was a underground, very very popular out west
Right.
independent artist. Which back in those days, independent artists, it was hard to break in, but people knew who he was, and Garth put him in that song. Wrote a rodeo song and mentioned the king of rodeo,
Well,
Chris Ledoux, and that introduced Chris Ledoux. Garth introduced Chris Ledoux to a lot of people my age, and I fell in love with Chris Ledoux and didn't give a crap about. I mean, I shouldn't say I didn't give a crap about Garth. I've seen him in concert, but believe me, Garth made me a Chris Ledoux fan, and I was never that big of a Garth Brooks fan. So
yeah.
Well,
I'd rather see Chris Ledoux than Garth Brooks.
yeah,
for sure.
yeah, and
Garth is
musically, what's your favorite Chris Ledoux song, JR?
The 8-second.
Hooked on an 8-second ride.
Yeah, hooked. But he had a lot of, most of his songs had a rodeo influence, but some of his better songs were just being about like down and out. I'm not good, Kyle, with titles.
Working Man's Dollar.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
I have the very best of Chris Ledoux.
Yes, I got so many Chris Ledoux albums. A lot of them I have.
Riding for a Fall. That's another one that.
Yeah, Riding for a Fall off Western Underground, his first major label release.
I've seen Bad Company, Def Leppard. Yep, Black Crow. Aerosmith, Skid Row opened up for
I had tickets for Aerosmith's final tour in Raleigh in 23, and the show got canceled.
Yeah, I had like lower level 100. It was I paid a pretty penny. I had
crappy seats. My seats were garbage, but I was still going to go, and it got canceled. So,
well, Dave, if you like Bad Company,
yes,
Blackberry Smoke does they do the best cover of Running with the Pack. It's better than Bad Company.
Yeah, put that comment about Chris Ledoux back up. Yeah, this Cowboys had Porter Wagner. Yes, Chris Ledoux is the definitive version of this Cowboys hat. Yeah. I mean, other people, Brantley Gilbert's recorded it, Ned Ledoux, but Chris's version of this Cowboy hat, and arguably, even though it was not a radio hit, I think it became his signature song. His biggest radio hit was Cadillac Ranch. Which went to like number 12. But I think this Cowboys hat, that or Hooked on an 8-Second Ride, those two would be his signature songs, and neither one ever got played on the radio.
Yep. So we're right at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, we can hang it up. Stevie, welcome back. We're about getting ready to leave.
Oh, thanks. I thought we thought all that trouble to get back on here.
Did you have to go, Stevie? Did you have to go feed the tiger? Is that what you?
I did. That's exactly what I did. So don't.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
I knew you were going to say that. God knows. Yeah.
The tiger I bought with my lottery money.
Yeah. All right. We actually will have that famous guest we'll have on next Sunday night. We'll be working on those other ones you talked about to all of us and the listeners. We'll do that. Did want to say, don't forget about Thursday, and Stevie, I would love to have you on Thursday night if you can, man. Anytime on
we'll see.
Open deck. Love to have you on there. And we're doing for those of you that don't know, we're doing a baseball preview show. It's something I've been wanting to do for a few years, but I thought, hey, why not try it now? And Kyle and myself and Justin Butts, Alan Vick did a great job. Stevie and I'm not Stevie, sorry, Johnny Robertson. And maybe
that's a compliment.
Yeah, it is. Hey, Dave, we're gonna talk about some walk-up songs, maybe?
Yeah. Do you want to? I sent that to you guys. You want to talk about that on Thursday?
Yep.
Oh, I'll go ahead and tell you, whoever the guy is, I can't remember his name now. That his walk-up song is "Kiss." I was made for loving you.
I knew it. Yeah, I knew, and I know what Kyle's favorite walk-up song is going to be as well.
I haven't looked at them yet, but I bet somebody has Loud and Heavy.
I already know what it is.
They got Loud and Heavy as their walk-up song.
No, we got a pitcher from Tennessee, University of Tennessee, Luke Payne.
All right.
His entrance song. It's not a walk. I call walk-up songs for the batters. The pitchers are
Right.
more like entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. His song's gonna be "The Time Is Now," the John Cena.
Oh,
no, that is not going to be my favorite. You're wrong. You're 100% wrong.
You can't see me.
Yeah, somebody had Loud and Heavy a few years ago. I think it was East Carolina player, maybe, by Cody Jinks, because I remember hearing it as walk-up music.
Yeah, I was going to say if it's alt country, then that's Kyle. So I know.
I don't like that term. I don't like.
Well, hey, Kyle, I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't, but I'm kind of interested because Cody Jinks is clearly your one seed when it comes to music. Can you give me your top 4
of current?
Yeah, just like your top 4 seeds for like country music, or not for any music,
all time or currently.
Currently,
Cody Jinks would be 1. Probably Ward Davis would be 2.
Ward
3 and not Ward Burton. Man, after 1 and 2, it gets hard.
A distant 3. Whiskey Myers.
You know, I would say Chris Knight, but I don't like him live. I love his music, but I don't like him live.
Steel Woods.
Paul Coffin. Paul Coffin would probably be in the top 4, despite what Stevie thinks of him. Hey, Jessica changed her mind after she saw him live, Stevie. So just keep that in mind. And God, Whiskey Meyer. I would go Steel Woods, but they're not touring right now. They're broke up. I would definitely go Steel Woods.
Yeah,
so I'll go Whiskey Myers.
Steel Woods.
No, Steel Woods is a tour. They're broke up right now, so I can't go them as current artists.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go Whiskey Myers. I guess I'll go Cody Jinks, Ward Davis, Paul Coffin, Whiskey Myers, of current artists.
Okay, you got a heavy like Oklahoma, Texas.
Yes, that's what I like. Yes.
Okay.
Ward's from Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, he's close though. Very close.
Yeah. I think all those guys are from Texas except for Ward. He's from Arkansas, and and then if we go
Oklahoma, I was thinking of Canadian Ragweed.
They're good too. They're good too.
Yeah.
John White wants to know. My question is, why did Ward and Jeff Burton sound so different? Did they live in separate houses?
Well, here's the thing. Jeff Burton was a Duke fan, and Ward Burton was a Virginia Tech fan.
He was a fan of Cat Skid.
No, in other words, Ward Burton was like a country dude, and Jeff Burton was a city dude. And I actually didn't like that about Ward Burton. I liked Ward Burton. I liked rooting for him because he piloted a Chevrolet a lot of his years.
You didn't like that Ward was a country dude?
No, I didn't like that he liked Virginia Tech.
Oh,
that killed me. That kind of killed me.
Ward Burton.
But yeah,
we can also do top 4 favorite 90s country artists if anybody wants. I can just talk about this crap all night.
Oh man,
I guess we got future content.
Yeah,
clip that. Man, that'll be a laundry list for me.
Look, I have one. I have just casually strolled onto TikTok 90s country trivia 2 or 3 different times and won it every time. One night I came in, it was already going, and I was down by 14 points. Somebody was leading that had 14 points, and I won the damn thing. So my 90s country trivia is sickening.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I would challenge anybody. If any of our listeners want to take me on a 90s country trivia, I'll gladly accept your challenge.
I have a how about like a favorite artist to play at Dowdy Ficklin? Do you have one? I know which one. I'll tell you mine right off the bat.
Play at Dowdy.
It's going to be the same as his favorite bands.
You mean concert?
Concert,
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're wrong. You're wrong, JR. I wouldn't suggest we put Cody Jinks at Dowdy Ficklin. I don't think he'd fill up Dowdy Ficklin. I have to think about who I think would be because I'm thinking about it not only from somebody I want to see standpoint, but from a business standpoint also that I think would draw. So I have to think about that.
This group
Wow.
is, and I'll tell you this group is actually touring again this year that I want there.
I know you want there.
That
Bon
you
Jovi.
want there.
Yep.
He wants Bon Jovi.
Okay.
I'd be good with
Well,
that.
think about this.
I'd be good with that.
There's plenty of people that I want there.
Alan Vick, you want to play me in 90s country? Let's go, baby. I don't care if you were a DJ in the 90s. I don't care. 90s country is my specialty, baby. Let's go. Alan, we will do that. We will do that live on the air. Live on the air.
If you will, Alan Vick.
If you
will, Alan Vick, we'll do it. We'll do it live on the air. We got to make sure we're both, whoever's spinning the tunes for us, so we can name them. We got to make sure we.
I thought you were going to say. I'm sorry.
That's what days that both we got to make both the y'all sober.
No. I'm saying that if we're doing it, if I'm here and he's the other night, Alan Vick had a HughesNet connection. Is my point. So we got to make sure we both have the same connection, so nobody has an unfair advantage. Yes.
Who's in her driveway? That ain't my truck for Kyle.
Red Akins.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, instead of asking who you'd like to see at Dottie Ficklin, how about who would you like to see play the Winterville Watermelon Festival?
Red Akins. No, Watermelon. Man, that's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Tracy Bird played it this year, and I should have won. He's great live.
Marshall Tucker was there a few years ago, although Doug Gray is the only remaining member from that band.
Travis Tritt.
Yes.
Travis Tritt.
Okay, there you go.
He played there about 5 years ago, didn't he? Or maybe a little
Now that I remember, no.
Yeah, he's played there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because
he did. He did. I remember that.
Sorry, Kyle.
At the Winterville Watermelon Festival?
Yes, because what happened is I got to know the people. Hold on. I got to know the when I was working at the Bed Guard.
He played ECU in 2016. Are you sure he played the Winterville Watermelon Festival?
This was late. It would probably have been about 2007, 5, somewhere in there. It was way back, further back. What happened was they had him there, and the guys that were booking the music, I became I got to know them a little bit, and they told me how he was really difficult to deal with. That he had all these things.
I've heard that about Travis, and I've heard Travis is an absolute great guy to deal with. So I don't. All right, then. All right, Travis. We're gonna go.
Travis Tritt was there August 25th, 2007.
We're gonna go Travis Tritt, or excuse me, we're gonna go Clint Black then.
I love Clint Black. Absolutely.
Marty Stewart would be great. Marty Stewart played at the Weldon Mills Theater back last year about this time. I'll go Clint Black. Clint Black for the Winterville Watermelon Festival.
I can definitely. He's still touring. Definitely needs.
I've seen Clint Black.
Travis Tritt.
I saw Clint Black actually at the Weldon Mills Theater during his Killing Time tour, the 25th anniversary of the Killing Time album. He brought that to Weldon. I still am flabbergasted how that show wasn't sold out.
Wasn't there a lady that jumped on stage?
Yes, there was. I mean, it was much to do about nothing. I mean, he handled it well. Security handled it well. But yeah, there was.
And she was not intoxicated. That wasn't.
No. I mean, she was, but it was. He handled it. He laughed it off. Security walked her off stage. I don't even think they threw her out.
Okay. Yeah.
Kyle, better country artist, Marty Robbins or Marty Stewart?
Oh man. I would say a more diverse artist would be Marty Stewart. He's one of the greatest musicians in country music history. Bluegrass, country. He can play rock.
He's been a protege.
I would say the better country artist in terms of, you got. I'd say the better country artist, probably Marty Robbins, but personally, I like Marty Stewart better.
Okay, but Marty Robbins drove a stock car around Daytona. I don't.
Yeah.
So that's how he gets the winning vote for me.
Yeah, Marty Stewart, musician wise.
Junior Brown, you know what? I got a star on my car and one on my chest. I got on my hip and the right to. Hey, Alan, what was Junior Brown's instrument called? The instrument he invented that he plays. Do you remember what it's called?
Oh, this is
not the washboard.
No. I'm gonna see if Alan Vick can get this.
Marty Robbins had the voice. Yeah, he had the voice. There's no question about that. But
so I'll tell you the instrument, JR. He took a steel guitar and an electric guitar and put it together, and he would play them both at the same time.
Oh my god!
And
wow,
yes,
wow.
and and so if you ever see Junior Brown, he'll do that the whole show. He plays steel guitar and electric guitar at the same time, and
that's crazy.
And it's called a get steel.
I've never.
I didn't even see how he could do it.
You look up video of Junior Brown. Have you never heard Junior Brown, JR?
Yeah, I have, but I didn't realize that was what he was doing. That's
yes, sir.
Impressive.
Keith Whitley is John White's favorite. I tell you what,
Keith
John,
Whitley's great.
Wow. Finally, as a few years ago, in the Country Music Hall of Fame, there's a lot of us. I was a teenager when he was, coming up and doing very well, and that was so. I remember. I think I was 15 when he passed away. That was
he passed. No, you would have been older than that. He passed away, I believe, in '88.
Yeah, 15.
You were only 15 in '88.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
really?
he's the same age I am.
Okay, for some reason I thought you were a little older than that. I don't know why.
Maybe I.
No, I know your age. My math is just not mathing.
Okay.
My math is not mathing.
I know.
Double deck. What?
Who's he talking about?
Yes,
I think he meant a double neck guitar.
Yeah, it is the get steel, Alan. But I already said that at this point.
Well, he had dial up, man. Give him a break.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
He's got AOL.
Another great Junior Brown song. You're wanted by the police, and my wife thinks you're dead.
Okay.
Y'all never heard that?
No.
You'll have to find another ex to hang around instead because you're wanted by the police, and my wife thinks you're dead. Great song.
All right. How many of you like one of my favorite artists? I heard his voice is not good anymore, but Lyle Lovett.
He's okay.
He's all right.
I put him with Dwight Yoakam that was mentioned earlier. Yeah. I like him in.
Oh, I love Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah.
Lyle Lovett has some great albums, especially like the first, I want to say 4 albums. But
that JR said he put some Lyle Lovett with Dwight Yoakam immediately makes me hear So Mary Chapin Carpenter had a song called "I Feel Lucky."
Yeah, I feel lucky.
It has a line that goes, "Dwight Yoakam." How's it go? Dwight Yoakam
in the corner.
Lyle Lovett's in the corner trying to catch my eye. Dwight Yoakam's right beside me with his hand up on my thigh, and I picture JR singing that.
There you go.
But Dwight Yoakam, I've seen Dwight Yoakam in concert. He's fantastic, and Dwight Yoakam has so many good songs.
He needs to be in the Hall of Fame as well.
I couldn't tell you a lot.
Oh yeah,
he's not in the Hall of Fame, and there's a lot of.
He toured with ZZ Top this year.
Yeah, he is just one of those guys that has that unique sound. He's been around for like 40 years, and he's still playing. He's still relevant. But definitely,
great actor.
Hey, Stevie, we need a whole show on. Maybe we could do it on Music Hall of Fames, but you could do one on Country Music Hall of Fames that they don't have enough of the artists that you would automatically think, oh man, like they just have put in like Hank Williams Jr. That's partly his fault, but let's see, Toby Keith's in there now, but there's a lot of 90s artists that like Tim McGraw should be in there. I think Martina McBride should be in there. There's a lot of them that we grew up. Speaking of the 90s, Kyle, that should be in there. But
there's a lot of 90s
I just want to make sure that.
Dave, for some reason you're super loud right now. I have no idea why. It's like your mic got turned up by like 10.
Yeah.
So we were talking about Dwight Yoakam earlier, and he's a great actor. I will quote his lines from.
We need some paying gigs, Kyle.
Yeah, we need some paying gigs. We ain't got no band, Randy. This playing on each other's back porch ain't worth a shit. Then I'm the only sane son bitch in here. It's just Dwight Yoakam.
That is one of the best movies.
Yeah, he's a great actor. He should honestly. Billy Bob was nominated for an Oscar for Sling Blade. I think Dwight should have been too.
Yeah, well, he only won for screenplay, and
he was nominated though. He was nominated. He didn't win it though.
Right. I'm just saying. Yeah, he should have won Best Actor because that's not his personality at all. Like he was really good as Carl. But anyway,
you mean Billy Bob Thornton's really not a mentally handicapped murderer?
But that's one of my favorite. Speaking of 90s movies, that would be in my top 10. I could probably do that quicker than I can.
Yeah, me and my buddy James, the head coach out in Mississippi that gives us news from time to time for people referencing from the podcast, we will quote a line from Sling Blade. It is when Carl is talking to the young boy whose name is escaping me right now. And he goes, Carl says to him, "I love you, boy." Me and James will just say that to each other. Sometimes when we get off the phone, we'll go, "I love you, boy."
Damn, that's dead on, Kyle.
Yeah, it is good.
You like the way I talk?
What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat, Kyle?
I like to have some potted meat and some of that mustard. Hold on.
Well, you got French fried
I
potatoes.
turned it up.
You got
I like to have some French fried potatoes and some biscuits. With
Got any French fried potatoes in there?
Maybe a can or two of that potted meat. And of course, I'd really enjoy some Underwood chicken spread.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Oh, man. All right.
Boy.
Well, don't forget on Thursday night, we have our great show called On Deck. And that's our previous show. Alan Vick, Justin Butts, Johnny Robertson. I'll make sure I have the right last name. Kyle Barber. Maybe we'll have a player to be named later like Stevie Fly. It will be great to have a guest appearance, or if he wants to come on anytime, love to have you on, Stevie, for sure. If nothing else, I'd love to have you on for just we have a listener that said that you're the banter from the two of you and Kyle.
That was me, Dave.
Oh, that's right. It was you, Johnny. Sorry. Well, you do listen to the show, right? I ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah, we need to have a sling blade competition, right? Battling sling blades.
Always makes me kind of nervous.
Man, I could listen to Kyle for hours.
I love that show.
You like the way I talk.
All right.
These two fellers were peeing off a bridge. I believe one of them was from Arkansas.
And you can also make up lines from, like previous coaches from East Carolina, or you could do other.
We need city speed.
Yeah. See, there you go. All right, we're gonna have fun. I promise on Thursday night, and we'll have
fun. Till Daddy takes the sling blade away.
There you go. Clip that.
Some folks call it a sling. Some folks call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade.
Clip that. So anyway, we'll get out of here. Great time,
Dave.
Yes, sir.
The Bible says one man ought not lay with another, but I don't think God would send a man like you to Hades.
Damn, Kyle.
Yeah, too much fun tonight for sure. Thank you so much. Another big crowd tonight, as always. You guys are the best, and maybe, just maybe our content wasn't good tonight, Kyle, because we didn't get any tips. But
if you guys don't want to hear content like this in the future, we demand money, or this is the kind of nonsense we'll put out every week.
Well, I want you to do an entire show and the sling.
Good God, I better have a bottle of water every 5 minutes. I'll have a throat ache halfway through it. That is rough on your throat. I don't know what would be worse, doing that or Randy Savage for an entire show.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
yeah. Can you say something and do a promo with Dusty, and then we'll get out of here?
You want me to do a Dusty?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do off the top of my head. I'm doing Sling Blade. Thank you for listening to the Sports Objective podcast. We do appreciate you listening, and this is not the best Dusty promo I've ever done, but that's okay because I was put on the spot. But tune in Thursday night and we will talk baseball, if you will. It will get fucking like a monkey.
Clip that. All right, we'll get out of here. Had a great time. We'll see you Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Don't forget, those of you that want more football talk, we'll have that on Sunday night. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, go Pirates.
You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.